we're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday night Hangar Talk. With all the same faces.
All the same crew.
The usual suspects.
Yeah.
There's a friggin' echo in here, Bill. I can hear it. It's coming from that corner up there.
I'm Kaiser Sose.
Are you kidding? Is there an echo?
It's just from that. It's just coming from that corner on the far side there.
You should mute him.
Well, welcome in. We got some people in the chat already. East Coast. Hi, Dusty. How are you? Good to see you, Joe. Should I do this, or Art, do you want to do it?
Alrighty, it's Captain Joe America, USA Drone Flyer, Jody Drone Shots, Chuck, Cove Action Travel, and we got Lon Denard, who shops at Menards.
Hey, Lon.
And Dusty, East Coast Thrill, and that is it. That is it.
Wow.
Did you say Joe? Did you say Jody?
Yes, I did say Jody.
Did you?
Drone Shots.
Yeah, that's the only people talking. There's supposedly 14 or 15 people here, depending. So we started talking, and it said 15. Oh, and Brian's here. Hi, Brian.
Brian.
Man. Yeah.
Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Joe Merrick.
Brian's here.
I invited Philip Koshat. He is leaving Decatur, Alabama, heading home.
Decatur.
About a 2-hour drive. So drive safe, Philip.
Yep.
Get home safe. We want to wish you that. Yep.
We'll still be on when you get home then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Decatur and Decatur.
Maybe. Don't assume. And anyway, I got nothing. That's it.
You got nothing.
I worked
Have
all
a
week.
nice night, everyone.
Have a nice night, everyone.
It's been kind of a rough week, but here we are. And I'm off tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yay!
Still doing little light errands around the house and stuff. People want to make fun of me because I like to fix things. And, what were the comments last week about the AC and stuff? And people are just
see.
Here you go. I put in a ground fault breaker in the garage tonight.
Ooh.
I replaced my 15 with a 20 amp. And
Was that last week on this show, or was it on my show on Monday?
What's that?
Where they were reaming you about all the
Probably your show.
Yeah. Either way, that was a nasty crowd Monday, at least toward you.
Yeah.
Nobody likes home improvement, apparently.
Apparently. I
and
discovered that I don't know the difference between line and load. Because when you put them in, it said this line is for the load, and it's actually marked, and they actually got paper tape over it to remind you that that's for the load. So I assumed that's where the hot went, the load. But no, the load is, this ground fault not only protects itself, but then it goes on to, there's a line out of it that goes to others, so it also protects other things, which includes my garage door and other stuff. So in any case, I had it backwards. The load is
what you have in your diaper.
That's the line that should have had no juice to it. The line is the hot. So how about that? So now I know.
Okay.
Hooray!
Hooray. I thought I bought a bad ground fault breaker. I tried it all different ways, and then load. Yeah. Well, thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. I did figure it out. Load is what's here because it's the load.
Yep.
You're a load.
Yep.
So
we got Jim Boshart in the chat.
Hey,
You're shart.
Yep. And we gotta say we lost the famous boxer today. George Foreman passed away at the age of 76.
Really?
Mhm.
I hadn't heard that.
Boxer. Well, he's a
Yep.
sponsor.
He's a sponsor?
There's a boxer. I thought he said sponsor.
I thought he said
I
sponsor.
said boxer.
Yeah,
No, he said well, I thought he said boxer.
Boxer.
So.
Hi.
But
Hi. It looks like Art is in his cups.
Oh, we've all got George Foreman grills on.
It's sad because he was a funny kind of guy. He had a
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
Say in his 70s, so he didn't. That's too bad.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten a notice on that either.
There's a lot of Georges to take his place because he named all his boys George. So
Yeah, that's
True.
That's
I
right.
think he had six sons called George.
Oh boy.
When you got been hit in the head so many times, your memory's not so good. So
Yeah, that's true.
it simplifies shit.
Hey,
You know?
George. Here comes all
George.
6 of them.
Yeah, there you go. Then you just pick.
Yeah.
All right, you. Go get the paper.
I went
Like
to the
my
boxing
son-
ring, this guy.
My son up in Colorado has so many kids because he's got like 10 or 11 of them. He just started numbering them. He couldn't remember them all. He can't. They've all got names, but he can't remember them. So he just goes by who was first born on down to the newest one. So
Uno, dos,
remember
tres,
that,
cuatro,
huh?
cinco, cinco, seis.
You should have named them like my grandparents did. And they named all of them after presidents.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. My dad's name was Ulysses. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm not
said-
gonna say it.
Ulysses.
Yeah, I would have hated to be him in school. It's just like woof.
Yeah, what's short for Ulysses? You know what I mean? You got some
You?
kind of nickname.
Us?
Nickname to go. Huh?
Snook.
Really?
Snook.
You.
Snook.
You.
I call him Snook.
Snook?
Don't look at me,
Why not?
man.
Why not?
Everybody in our family had nicknames.
Maybe he was Snoop Dogg.
Snook. Yeah.
Snook, not Snoop.
Yep. Yeah, Snook. I have no idea why.
Ulysses is a perfectly good name, strong name.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
When
it's not as
Ulysses with the
plain and
Argonauts.
vanilla and boring like Mark or Art.
Arthur.
Arthur. Yeah. King
Or
Arthur.
Lloyd, or Lloyd. I mean, that's can't get any more vanilla than Lloyd.
Or William.
Lloyd,
William.
Detroit.
William.
Yeah.
No, you don't meet a lot of Lloyds.
Yeah. No, there's
Not
not too
anymore.
many of them.
No.
Not a whole lot of Arthurs either.
No.
Yeah.
Art, I've known plenty of Arts in my day, actually.
After that movie with what's his name, they quit naming their kids
Dudley
Arthur.
Moore.
Oh,
Dudley Moore.
Yeah, Dudley Moore. Yeah.
Deadly Moore.
Dudley,
Yeah.
Arthur was a better name.
Yeah, that was an upgrade.
Yeah.
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 There's nothing wrong with
Hey, Jim,
Dusty.
Jim
Dusty,
Johnny.
I kind of like Dusty. It's kind of cool. It's kind of country.
Josh Primack.
Hey, Josh.
Jim's droning. Welcome in. Good to see you, Josh. Nice to see you.
Nice to see
How
you,
are
mate.
Let everybody say hi to each other.
Yep.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey. Up there. Yeah.
Hi up there, fellow
Let's
puppet.
talk about us. What do we want to talk about today? We know. Well, but we'll get to Lloyd in a minute because Lloyd's got something to talk about.
It's not a BM. It's actually something worthwhile.
Yeah.
Dominic, how was your day today?
Yeah, it's been actually a nice Sunday morning. Very
Very
pleasant.
nice. Yeah, I heard you
Nice
opening a
and
bag
sunny.
earlier. What are you munching on?
Munching on some lollies or candy, as you'd call it.
Lollies?
What?
Lollies.
Lollies, candy.
You mean lollipops?
Lollycon.
Yeah.
We call them
No,
we call
no,
lollipops. A thing on a stick.
No, just
So you guys call like hard candy lollies? Is that what you do?
yeah. It's sort of
Oh.
bananas.
Oh.
Oh.
Little
Oh. Oh.
Hmm.
Those look like circus peanuts.
Yeah.
Very, very
They're
interesting. What a wonderful
malleable.
breakfast.
I've had breakfast. I just needed something to tie me over to lunch.
It's after breakfast, or what do they call it in for lunch, or what do they call it in the Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they called it second breakfast or something.
Yeah, second breakfast. Yeah,
Yeah, it was something like that. Second breakfast.
I think between breakfast and lunch there was a couple of meals actually.
yeah.
Brunch.
Them hobbits like to eat.
Yeah. Third breakfast. What about third breakfast? There's gonna be third breakfast, right? No.
Thursdays.
What? No third breakfast? How will we survive?
Oh. Hey, Joel.
I guess.
And we got Jim. And is Don here?
Don's in there. Yeah,
Yes,
there's
Oh, he is in the chat. Yeah, saying inappropriate things. Of course, Yeah, he's bored. Somebody take off. Somebody take off.
He's the chairman of the board.
Why do you assume?
I'd have to put some on first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would you assume that we're wearing pants?
Yeah.
This is a pants optional stream.
Oh, definitely 11s, but that's later.
Don't forget he goes.
Yeah,
don't forget 11sies.
11sies, yeah.
Hey, Ron, how are you? Okay. So that was how about Art? You worked today.
Yes, I did.
And you're just making the world safe with your seals and
seals. Yep.
I knew he was going.
And where are you seals going?
They go in the Airbus. And
we're at on the Airbus.
Now we know it's been going on.
Doors goes on the leading edge of the wing to de-ice the plane. Yep. Uses the exhaust from the engine to heat up the outer edge of the wing to keep ice from forming. Because at 30,000 feet plus, it gets down to 60 below zero Fahrenheit. That's friggin' cold in Celsius. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's good. You're getting work,
Yep.
Are you about ready to move to your new apartment?
Well, I'll find out in middle of next month.
I thought you were already packing stuff up and everything.
Oh, I'm still packing. And that way, when the apartment down the hall is available, then I could just whoosh move right in.
Huh?
How much packing?
I thought you were changing buildings.
Does it move to?
Well, I'm staying in this complex here.
Well, you said you had another one that you preferred that was closer to work.
Yeah, I did, but turns out this other place is the same layout as this apartment, except it doesn't have a kitchen because this room is the kitchen at the other place. It's a 1-bedroom, and the bedroom is same size, and everything will just fit right in.
Did you say it doesn't have a kitchen?
It does. Just it's moved where the second bedroom is. That's the kitchen. It's on the back end of the apartment instead of.
Okay, but what has this got to do with you not going to the other place?
I won't have to rent a truck. I could just go down the hall and.
You don't want to spend the $50 to rent a truck or whatever it comes out.
Okay. And is this new apartment cheaper, bigger?
The other apartment was cheaper,
cleaner.
Well, this is
in a better neighborhood.
and it's
bigger. Actually, it's bigger because that other place, the bedroom is quite a bit smaller because.
Well, how big a bedroom do you need, really?
600 square feet.
You get a shoebox and some tissue paper.
Crib.
There you go.
I figure Art lives in a crib, so you can put the sides up and shit.
Yeah, there you go.
It lives in a crib.
Yep.
That'd be actually kind of, I don't know.
I mean, I understand that it's easy up front, but then all those miles you save driving to work every day, that would more than make up for moving costs. You know.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I hate moving. I've been living in the same apartment for 12 years.
Well,
because you don't like moving?
10 and a
I
half
hate moving.
Yeah, everybody does.
I hate it.
But that's why you're in the same apartment. Maybe you just like your apartment.
Me. It's all right.
Yep. I'll save the balance going down the hall.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is what Donald's doing. Let me share that.
Yeah.
Because we care.
Oh,
he's eating food.
Oh, that looks yummy.
Let's see. Rigatoni. That looks like is that a sirloin? Blech.
Yeah.
And then mixed vegetables. What is that? Carrots. Is that maybe some potatoes? I'm not sure. It's red pepper.
Looks like it might have
broccoli. I'm not sure what that flat-looking thing is.
Yep.
Is it like a Chinese medley, maybe, with broccoli and
they look grilled too. They look good.
Yeah.
And that rigatoni, that's a pasta salad.
Oh, pasta salad. Okay. Hey, Mr. Kitty. Yeah, that. Oh, wait a minute. That might be a New York strip. Is that a New York strip?
I don't know. It looks good to me.
I can't.
Yeah, it does,
bro.
Oh, let's see what it says on Phil's chat. Oh, there we go. And Lloyd is back.
Yeah. And he's back.
So we're going to make a circle here. Lon, so how was your day? Did you work today?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I put new GPS systems in all our trucks and lifts. 22 of them. Ugh. What a pain.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Now we can track all our trucks.
Old GPS systems, or
some of them had GPS, and then the system that we were on wasn't that great. So we went with a whole new system. I mean, I got a new truck for work, so I had to do mine anyway. So, yeah. So
what do you got to do? You got to, where's the antenna for the GPS? Is it under the dash?
That's the issue. They're all-in-one units, and everybody does it this way. The old ones you shoved in the dash, which is bad. It's just bad, just on the surface. The new ones leverage towers, cell towers, and GPS, so it's going to be more accurate. Because you triangulate the cell towers, of course, and then you also get GPS. So that'll be, more accurate. But, the lifts were the worst because there's really no good place to put them. And you're worried about them getting damaged is the problem with modules on the man lifts. But, those things are like 20, 30 grand a piece. So, it's good to be able to keep track of them. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Not exciting. About 6 hours worth of fiddling around, then on the computer for like an hour and a half to get them all to boot up and get them all registered and yada, yada, yada. Get all the serial numbers in, the VIN numbers, blah, 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 blah. So.
Dusty, your last video was a massive croc.
Oh.
Wow. Maybe he had a crocodile in it. And his there. Or maybe it's a video about slow cooking.
Using a crock pot. Yep.
Yeah, slow cooking. I'm gonna make a pot roast. It's a video. That would be an exciting video, wouldn't it? Making a pot roast. Okay, first you take the pot roast and you season it and you throw it in the pot, and then you take some mixed vegetables, you throw them in the pot.
Remember one of them.
Then you turn it on for 6 hours, and okay.
Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah.
I guess Cool Guy's giving us all Latin names.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
North
Mr.
side
T.
him. Okay.
That's probably actually a word, Dimensium. Dimensium. Probably means something. Bill, take a look-see. It was
Okay.
pictures of Croc. See?
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
I'll have to look.
Oh, look, there's Mark.
While I'm doing that, Mark can tell us about his day.
Yeah, Mark, what'd you do today? Eat some crumpets and tea? Drink tea? Crumpets?
Television watching the Gulf in Florida.
Oh, there's a hurricane. There's something you could talk about.
Oh.
The weather was not.
I talk about them enough down here.
That's where it is, right? Isn't there a hurricane
Not to my
hitting
knowledge.
Florida right now?
No.
No.
Oh. Fucking dono. He called me and told me there was a hurricane, and I just never bothered to check because, I don't live in Florida.
Well, maybe maybe there's one that we don't know about. I mean, he is 2.5 hours from here, 3 hours from here. Let me see.
Yeah, maybe look now. I'm looking too now. I can't take it. Oh, come on. No.
Innisbrook, which is near to, and it was a nice day.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's take a look here.
National Hurricane Center. There are no tropical cyclones in the Atlantic at this time.
Yeah, there ain't shit going on. What else are we talking about?
Hurricane Helene. Uh-oh.
Where's that?
Killed 248 people.
That's old.
March 20th, this was published.
This year?
Yeah, it's a week away from the 6-month anniversary of Hurricane Helene. It must be a slow news day.
Yeah.
No shit, man. That's why he probably was freaking out. We're on the phone and he was looking at something and he must have seen that. He's like, holy shit. And then
gotcha.
Yeah, he goes, holy shit, there's a hurricane. And he probably read the article and goes, oh, duh. So, Mark, how about them tea and crumpets?
Well, I've got a cup of tea.
Oh, has he got a copper? Oh, too right. Oh, wait a minute. That's kind of Australian, isn't it? Sorry.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I haven't had any crumpets.
No crumpets? Oh,
No. That's some scones.
Scones? Oh, there you go. You got some biscuits, do you? Yeah, biscuits are cookies, right?
Yep.
Cookies.
Yeah, biscuits are cookies, yeah. And crumpets are actually biscuits. Well, what we would call biscuits, right? Or muffins?
Muffins?
English muffins, I think you call them.
Yeah.
Oh, so kind of like bread then.
No.
Yeah.
No.
More like sourdough.
Okay, well, the sourdough bread
It's
is
in
a
the bread
thing.
column.
Yeah. Sourdough bread is a thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. So muffins are more like cupcakes.
Probably.
Yeah, what you call muffins, we call buns.
Yeah.
Buns?
Buns.
You call them buns, do you?
Buns? You put your hamburgers on your buns?
No,
Yeah,
they're
and then we've got to explain to them what a bap is.
What do you put a hamburger on?
hamburgers go on muffins.
Oh,
Hamburgers
muffins.
go on muffins.
Your quarter pounder, would you like that on a rye muffin or a whole wheat muffin, sir? What the hell?
They're always put brioche.
Yeah, brioche.
Yeah.
Brioche. Oh, there you go. That's true.
Sweet French bread.
Yeah.
Griddle.
On the griddle.
I don't know.
And a croissant.
Not in this country.
You know what, though? They get first crack at naming shit. I have to throw them the bone. They were around first, so, hey.
What do you call a hot dog?
So we don't get a sausage.
Bun.
A sausage.
Hot dog bun.
A
Is a hot dog a
hamburger
sandwich?
bun?
A hot dog bun is a finger roll.
Yeah.
Finger roll. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a basketball term, but okay. Finger roll. Got you.
Oh,
Gotcha. Well, you know what? Like I said, they get first crack, man. They were around before we were, so right? Fair enough. Yeah.
It's not
My late.
exactly true, because if it wasn't for here, we'd be there.
This
So
is
we
true.
were there. My peeps were around just as long as his peeps.
No, I'm just. This wasn't a country when England was been a
Wasn't it?
country for 2,000 years.
Wasn't it the United States of Indians?
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
Hi, Bob. Brother Bob's in the chat. Welcome.
Bob
in.
Casey.
Might be feeling better.
Lee's in the chat.
2,000 years.
What's that?
He says, "Why there 14 watching?" My thing says
A lot longer
17.
than 2,000 years.
Longer than 2,000?
Oh, yeah.
I know. Well, look, I'm rounding. You know what I'm saying?
Romans came before Christ was
What have the
born.
Romans ever done for us?
The Brits invented the internet? I don't think so.
No, it was Al Gore.
I was going to say, I thought it was Vice President Al Gore that invented it.
Yeah, Al Gore. He invented the internet.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
By radio.
You invented it on the toilet.
Hey,
Right
we got Mike.
Along with couple
That's
other
our drone guy. Brent.
inconvenient truths.
Josh.
Yo, mate.
Josh is in the wrong chat.
Yeah. All right, let's get to Lloyd.
You're over on
Let's get to the star of the show.
Yeah.
No, not really.
And it's Lloyd. Yay.
Yeah.
Go, old man. It's your birthday. Go, old man. It's your birthday.
Yeah, right. My birthday's
Go, Grandpa. Go, Grandpa. Go. Go, Grandpa. Okay.
Well, I did get a new printer. It came in yesterday. Yes. Got the Anycubic Cobra S1, which is just a fancy name for a bamboo clone.
Bamboo clone.
Yeah, it's like $599 for this, and that includes the 4-color system. Compared to the bamboo is like $899 for their color system, their 4-color system. And I guess it's like anything, you got to learn how to use it. And I mean, I've had some successes. That's why I've been jumping up, because I found out certain brands of rolls don't like to feed through the filaments. Don't like to feed necessarily, and they keep getting tangled. So, so I had to jump up because I'm doing something with red right now, and I also had to figure out earlier I was doing it, and it separated, so I had to kind of change my print bed settings to where it's a little bit warmer. So, but anyways, yeah, I mean, I did the typical stuff. I made a fidget spinner, and unlike my other printer, this fidget spinner actually works. So and I've been making all sorts of other shit here.
I'm sorry, Brenda.
This is with your new printer?
Yeah. This is with my new printer.
Making big, Bill.
Okay, if I have to.
Yeah, there you go, Grumpy Vlogger. Not you, Bill.
Yeah, and not Bill.
There you go.
I made that,
and it's red.
I made a
red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. Yeah, it's my 3 colors that I have in my logo, and that's my logo there. So I've made a bunch of these today. So, and did the typical trying to make something big that I wasn't qualified to try making yet. So after about
this
5 hours,
printer can hold 4 colors at once, huh?
Yeah, I can. It actually it can be set up to run actual 8 colors.
Wow.
I can buy a second stack and put up on top of it, but cool. I'd have to get a step ladder because where I have it mounted. I have it on my roll around cabinet toolbox here, and I actually had to do some cleaning and changing. But yeah, I mean, I made that, and I've done the temperature test and all that kind of garbage. I made first thing out of the box was this ring that you can put on. You make 2 of them, and you put them on the paper rollers, and then they allow on the outside of the paper rollers and allows them to roll better. So that one that keeps jamming on me is the friggin' red, and it's actually it's actually the Anchor Mate brands that I have from my other printer, but apparently it doesn't like being disloyal. So
the paper rollers.
yeah, the filament wheels. Yeah, a lot of them are paper or cardboard.
Oh,
And some of these although mine doesn't seem to have any problems with it, but some of them do. Actually, it's the cardboard ones that are working better than. But I got to show you this real quick.
You do?
Oh yeah. Yes. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see some 3D printed shit. Woo!
Yeah.
Well, his chair.
I showed you my chair. Nice. you got to have a scraper to scrape off the bed, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I want one that's just solid color, easy to build, really, really nice setup. And so I saw this one, said 13 minutes I could print it, so I did.
Oh,
look at that! Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's like really, you couldn't have made it a full size one because when you look,
there you go.
Not 13 minutes.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it'll
looks
do.
like a handle off my shit.
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah, what do you use to scrape off your bed when it's time to clean up, Art?
Yeah, I know.
A bulldozer.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just noticed Mel had mentioned, because he has the bamboo, which is very, very, they're about the same. I just did something last week. It has a removable build plate on it that you can take off, right? A magnetic build plate, and then you can just pop it off and everything comes out hunky-dory. Well, last week, Mel forgot to put the build plate back on, and he built right on top of the main plate, which is where all the magnet stuff is. Not recommended.
No.
Well,
doing a little too much of this, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no. When I went to pull this off the build plate, I just started this other print, and I realized, oh crap, I got to get this off before it actually. So I take it out, pop it off, and I like, okay, I'm good. I hit the resume, and I forgot to put the build plate back on. So what I've been jumping up and worried about getting tangled. Well, I got to scrap it all anyways because it's stuck to I'm gonna have to wait until it cools down, and because I forgot to put that metal plate back on the top. Like,
that's not good.
No. So
that thing looks like a caulk tool, like a caulking tool.
Yeah, it does in a way, and it would be good for that, like in the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disposable razor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, it does. It's
yeah.
No fancy settings. I just kept it the way it is, and it's it did pretty
looks
good.
Pretty smooth.
It is very smooth. Yeah, it's I don't know if it's gonna
Oh, cool. I'll start getting my orders in.
Yeah.
Everybody else. As soon as somebody gets a printer, everybody begs them to make them stuff.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And Mel had made these for me on his printer. And now the way they're done two-sided like that is basically it's 2 different pieces and you glue them together. That's
what I figured.
Yeah, that's about the only way. Although Brad Alston has figured out.
You do it standing up. You do it standing.
You can do it. I have done it standing up. I've made some of these standing up, but but yeah.
A lot more comfortable sitting down though.
Oh. Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable doing it sitting down. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Lloyd
just
says, "What is that, Lloyd?"
do what?
I don't know. He's asking, "What is that, Lloyd?"
Oh, this.
No,
This.
the coin thing. I bet you.
Oh, the coin. Okay, these
The
are
one that
some
Mel made for you.
Yeah, these are some I'm going to be giving away at the. It's the
What
fifth
does a
annual South Florida drone meetup. Of course, my camera's not going to work. So,
No, it looks good.
That looks pretty good.
but yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going to be giving. I don't know. He made about I think 61, 62 of them, something like that.
Cool.
Mm.
And then I'm going to be giving away some other stuff too. That just what I've got in my bag when I bring down there, I'll just give to people. So,
No. You know what you should do? You should turn them in for the giveaway and have them freaking give them away tickets. I'm just joking. These guys are I'm hoping that they were talking about not doing that this year. You know, every little T-shirt and whatever.
yeah, no,
raffling it
they
off.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they said, that anything you got like that you want to give away, just they'll
Just
have a
give it
table.
away.
Yeah,
Give away,
Yeah.
give away,
yeah.
give away
And I
now.
mean that's what I'd planned on doing anyways. Just like rather than printing up cards or anything like anybody, like everybody doesn't already know who I am. But I thought, well, people I run into here have one.
He's talking about RC car that he showed you.
Yes, it's a 124 scale. I think it's like $64,
I like
and
to
it's
keep my
complete.
differential really well lubricated too.
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff lubricated, girl.
Yeah, it's and it's matter of fact, I saw one of them that I was looking at
Get out of
that
there.
model he was showing. They have a frame that is completely aluminum for it, and it goes about. I mean, for a 24 scale, it goes about 34 kilometers an hour. So
So just over
How fast?
miles an hour, 20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour. There you go. See, I didn't know.
Did you say kilometers per hour?
I did say kilometers per hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Trader.
Good to see.
So
We're
I
finally
it's-
getting to him.
It's just that's what was in the description, and that's what I remembered. I didn't do the conversion, but
whatever.
plus,
Give up on your campaign.
Plus,
right there. Boom.
plus everything I've been doing has been in millimeters, so it's like
Oh,
Good.
they're done.
Everything I do is in
Yeah.
millimeters too, baby.
Giggity. At least a dozen of them.
Kilometers is 10 miles.
Don't forget the 10 mil socket.
Yeah.
Yay.
that's right. The
8 mil
well, Harbor Freight actually sells just 10 mil sockets. I think they sell them. You can buy either just a 10 mil socket, or you can buy. Oh,
Oh.
Dawn with the new grandbaby.
Yeah.
Ugh. Babies.
Look look, what kind of face is that though?
Mm.
Not the baby either. The baby's
It is,
fine.
yeah. It's like, another one I got to deal with. I got to one more. I got to
God
spoil.
damn it! It's like, will they quit pumping these damn things out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Michael
got a buggy
said,
to work on.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
There we go.
I know.
Whew, man.
Hey, we got Randy. Mad props.
Hey, man, props.
As opposed to happy props.
He's nearly 4 months old now, that kid.
I could have left that up there and maybe believe Don actually came in.
Yeah.
He might have, yeah.
But he likes to wait till the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're never going to know when that is on this stream. Might be like 1 a.m.
It might be sooner than that. It's actually
Midnight.
It hurts sitting down.
It's already morning.
It's so good.
And I sat quite a bit at work getting stuff done too, so
Hey, I found a use for the Neo. Finally.
Oh,
Our marketing person wanted a fly through of the warehouse while guys were loading their trucks.
Oh.
So I did a fly through of our warehouse, flying underneath stuff and in between racks and that kind of crap. And to chase one of the guys down the street, stuff like that. So
yeah, I like to fly under some racks.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. You get to have a little fun with it,
Well, I finally found a use for the damn thing. It flies like dog crap outside. I don't care what anybody says. It's probably better with the goggles in manual mode, but using the controller is just slow. Anything resembles a breeze, it's dunsy. But I'm looking forward to the Mavic 4.
Yep. Aren't we all?
That new controller, as far as I'm concerned, if the new controller works with the Air 3S and you could buy it separately, then I'll just buy the new controller.
Yeah.
7-inch screen, already articulating. High-end gimbals.
Oh, hey, Scott.
Not these budget-ass pieces of garbage they put in the RC2. Blech. Blech. Horrible. So that'll be nice.
Well, yeah, the Neo only does 17 miles an hour normally.
Yeah, the Neo. Yeah, I know.
If you
it's slow.
Use it with the RC controller and the goggles, it'll do 35.
Yeah, I know. I just hate wearing goggles, but I might just because you can put a mount on the RC controller and use your phone.
Yeah.
And then hook your phone to the goggles and just have the goggles around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before with the Avata. And not even be wearing the goggles. You just have to have them on. You know what I mean? Turned on.
Yeah.
And then you have your phone plugged into the goggles, and then you can just mount your phone to the controller.
Right. Yeah. The ride-along screen. There was no delay to that screen at all?
Not enough to make it worthwhile, I would say. Not for what I'm doing. I mean, if I was doing a bunch of freestyle where I'm, trying to shoot down a chimney or something, I would probably care, but, not the kind of stuff I'm doing. There's a guy on the internet, though. I got to give him credit, man. He does some crazy tricks with the Neo. He's got it doing, trippy spins and, Matty flips and freaking anti-Matty flips and all kinds of crap. And I'm like, damn. In fact, he does such a good job, people will accuse him of not using the Neo. That's how good it is. People are accusing him of not using the Neo. So
maybe he's done.
Hey, we got Eddie Nunez.
Eddie
Nunez.
God. Yeah. You better not be in Florida, Eddie. I will drown your fucking ass.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta get off this chair.
No, you gotta adjust your rates. It's just like the same thing on the Avata too. If you really want to bring it to life, you got to get into the rates, man. You got to change the settings.
Yeah.
If you leave it on the safe, DJI, ships it with very safe, very vanilla settings. You know what I mean? And if you want it to do crazy shit, then you're gonna have to get in there and change the settings. It's just that simple.
That's right.
No, you're not. You're gonna keep your damn hands to yourself, buddy. I'm gonna go and pair you up with Ken's other buddy that's supposedly showing up.
Oh,
yeah, what's his name? He who shall not be named is talking about showing up.
Oh,
yeah, we'll see. Him and Eddie can hang out for the weekend.
Yeah.
Neo drone of the year. It's not growing on me by any stretch of the imagination, but for $200, that's what I kept saying at the time, and I'm going to say it again. For $200, I mean, I fired it up and had to follow me around the warehouse in between trucks and shit, and it never missed a beat. I had zero problems.
Huh.
That's all you can ask for.
Right. Yep, that's true.
Does what it says it'll do. $200. Right, Lloyd?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Stay with us, Lloyd. Stay with us, Pops.
This is the third time I've tried this, and it's actually was the best. And I printed it on the wrong build plate. But hey, it's good and solid, and it's like maybe I should just throw away that magnetic plate on top and just use that one. But yeah,
What the hell is that?
that is the base of. It's a giant bookmark. No, it's a base of something I'm building, and I'm building. It's going to be red and white, and then I've got another part that's blue. So, and this actually will be the lid, the top of what I'm building, and I got that far, and it's like, man, the layers were looking good, everything was looking good, and then I turned around and realized when I went over to get this stupid scraper, I thought, oh, there's the build plate, which is the magnetic plate that you can take out it makes it easier to pop stuff off, and it's also textured. I thought, there's the build plate. Oh shit. I looked inside the door and it's like, oh my God, I printed it on, but it didn't hurt it. I mean, I'm sure it's not recommended, but and everything came off real easy, so it wasn't like I had any real problems there. So, but yeah, it's supposed to have about probably about 2-3 about I'm going to say about an 1/8 of an inch lid on it or top on it that's red, and then it converts to white, and and then the base that the box goes on to a blue base, so it's red, white, and blue. And but yeah, this looked this has had a great start to what I wanted it to do. Everything was adhering and all that stuff. So
all that stuff,
all that good stuff.
Except I put it on the wrong friggin' build plate. So
I'm surprised Mudball doesn't like Creed. You're not talking about Creed as in the movie about Apollo.
No, he's talking about the band.
The band.
The band?
Yeah.
Creed.
No, I think he was talking about the movie because he said he watched Creed this morning.
Right.
Pay attention to chat, Art.
Yeah, Bob. I worked today.
I mean, yeah, you can watch the band, but yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah.
Meow. No, I thought Creed was okay. I'm not, sitting here going, "Oh my God, it's the greatest movie of all time." I thought it was all right. Mrs. Cosby did a passable job as his mother. Black Panther was all right as a boxer. He was believable, I would say. He's fit, and all that kind of stuff. I think some of his motivations were kind of retarded. I didn't quite get. Sylvester Stallone was kind of Sylvester Stallone. And the thing I don't like about the Rocky movies is how Rocky's gotten progressively more intelligent. That kind of bothers me because he was borderline retarded in the first movie, right? He was borderline retarded in the first movie, and now all of a sudden he's a genius of tactics and training and yada yada. And I'm just like, finance, and he's running 3 businesses and whatnot, and I'm just like,
but that's
what?
When you think about though, that was the progression of Sylvester Stallone because in his early movies he's like, people
get smarter when they get older. Look at Lloyd.
And he's
getting punched in the head. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you spend 3 decades getting punched in the head. Yeah, sure.
Sure. But he has learned a lot about the business because he could have made more money off of Rocky, but he wanted to star in it. They didn't want him to star in it. They wanted to buy the rights to it, but he says not without me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we watched. We talked about that already. George Foreman.
Yeah, we saw that. Randy or Art brought it up.
Yeah,
76. Wow.
Yeah, it just doesn't bother me. That's all. I'm just kind of like, because like I said, he was borderline retarded in the first movie.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was challenged. Okay, and now all of a sudden,
I don't think it was that.
Yeah.
Bad.
Why
Yeah,
you
but he's
can't be
doing
watching that
all
movie again? He's a freaking imbecile. He's a freaking idiot. He is stupid.
Well,
He
when
can't
I was
balance a
that age, I
checkbook,
was
dude.
probably
He
pretty
is
stupid
stupid.
too.
Huh?
A
When I
lot
was
of
that
people
age,
can't
I was
balance a
probably
checkbook. I'm sorry, what?
I just saying when I was that age, I was probably pretty stupid too.
Nah, son. He was challenged, man. He was on the spectrum or something, dude. He was on the spectrum or something. He was borderline retarded. He was dumb, stupid. Just what? Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Whatever, Mr. Wisdom or whatnot. Shut up.
In the first movie, he said, "I may be a little punchy, but I'm not dumb, you know."
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. Adrian. Hey, Rocky, what do you think about your opponent? Oh yeah, I think he's great. It's like,
I dare you, if you ever see Sly Stallone, that you do that. You say that to his face and do it just like that.
I didn't say Sylvester Stallone stupid. No, and I'm not scared. But I'm just saying, I didn't say Sylvester Stallone.
I would be.
I said Rocky.
He's almost 80 years old. I don't know.
Yeah,
At 80 years old, he could probably
I could
still
take
whip
him.
my old wrinkled ass,
Yeah.
Oh, you're almost.
You're almost 80.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, Rocky was a freaking imbecile in the first movie.
Okay.
And he's just smarter and smarter. I guess you get hit in the head enough times, you get smarter.
I think he was charmingly bereft of words.
Simple. He was simple. Yeah. Bless his heart.
Bless
his heart. Oh my God, there's Rocky. Bless his heart.
I don't know who was more on the fringe, him or the girl. What's her name?
She wasn't really a genius either. Adrian.
Adrian.
She worked at no, she was smarter than he was though, because she could read. and then Paulie too. He wasn't exactly a Rhodes Scholar either.
No,
he wasn't exactly a mentor.
Uppercut.
Yeah, he was the only smart one. Was Burgess Meredith was actually reasonably intelligent.
Yep.
That's because he'd been a criminal mastermind. Criminal mastermind in his past life.
Talia Shire, yeah.
England, yeah.
No, Burgess Meredith.
He was the best penguin.
He was.
He's the best penguin by far.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito was okay,
Right, but it's a little.
But it Burgess.
Copper pot. Oh, by the way, it's Bill Shatner's birthday. Happy 94 today.
Wow.
Bill Shatner. Well, he's still kicking, but George Foreman's dead.
Yeah.
See how it is.
Well, nobody actually really punched Bill Shatner in the head.
That's probably true.
There was a lot of TV fights, but nobody did.
Yeah. He always had stunt doubles.
I know, and he never got anybody that even looked like him.
It was that one with the lizard man. That's one of the most famous ones where they're fighting on the rocks and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly abhorrent. It's bad.
Or how about the fight scene in The Engineer with Khan? He's got a different guy, doing the fight. Yeah. Yep.
Well, no, I mean, the stunt double, was taller than him. First of all, and it just, it didn't even look like him. You find somebody that looks like the guy. Jesus,
that wasn't even close.
Well, it was a pretty.
I could have done a better job.
Budget show, anyways.
That's true. That's true.
What about Rocky 3?
High budget for back in those days, though.
Sadly, his lingerie business didn't do very well because his Shatner panties weren't selling.
Did you get lost on the Dom? You just jumped up and said, "Well, what about Rocky 3?" And we'd been talking about Star Trek for about
I'm just reading the comment.
Oh, okay.
Mudball Don. It says the only Rocky movies to watch are Rocky 2, and Rocky Balboa.
And Balboa? Which one is Balboa?
Rocky
That's the
5,
one
I think.
where his son shows up and they have and then he boxes again, right? Is that?
Yeah.
And he almost dies.
Mm.
They try to bring him
Yeah.
back. They
Rocky
bring him back
3 is
against
my favorite.
Kimbo Slice. They
And then
bring him back against Kimbo Slice or somebody like that.
Yeah.
One where the accountant nicks all the money.
Yeah, that's where he has a restaurant and is going under or something like that.
Yeah, sorry to drift back to Rocky. I just read the comment there.
Oh, okay. I thought
No,
maybe
that's
you
fair.
dozed off in the middle of the conversation and just jumped back like, oh, okay.
No.
No.
I was just
He's reading the
looking
chat.
at
Okay.
Yeah, Mudball. He did. He's right.
They're
He,
arguing
lo-
back and forth about Rocky.
he lost in the
He
first
did.
movie.
He lost the first
Yeah.
movie. It was
Oh,
a victory that he didn't get knocked out. Everybody thought he would never get out of the first round, so that was a
Right.
victory in the sense
Right.
that
He almost. In
some
fact,
guy
he
off
almost.
the street
He almost
fought the
won.
champion of the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He came close to winning, actually,
Yeah.
and that was enough. You know, remember the end of the scene? It said, "I don't want a rematch," and Creed was like, "Neither do I." Yeah.
But then they did rematch, and then he won. He won in Rocky 2, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Creed dies in Rocky 3, and then he goes to avenge him.
Yeah, because he gets
That's the
killed
one with Dolph Lundgren.
By Mr. T.
That's 4.
Oh, okay.
I thought Mr. T was in 3.
Yeah, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan were in 3.
Yeah, Mr. T kills Creed in 3, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Clubber
Yeah.
Lang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah,
the
Clubber
second
Lang,
movie was the Russian.
No, the
Oh,
first movie was
no, that's
Apollo
4.
Creed again, wasn't it?
Oh
Dolph
no, you're right.
Lundgren.
Apollo
4.
Creed. When did he fight Dolph Lundgren?
4.
4. And what about Tommy Morrison? Tommy Gun. Which one was that?
6.
Oh,
Oh,
Here's
where
your name.
Rocky 5? Oh, that was Rocky Horror Pictures.
that was Ace Ventura when
Chris.
nature calls.
Yeah.
Tommy Morrison and Tommy Davison. Get it? The skinny black guy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Tommy Morrison was he was actual a football player, and he went in and did the movie and did a couple others, and then and then he developed AIDS and had to quit doing any boxing and fighting and all that stuff. So
Drago, that was his name.
Yeah, Drago. Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. So he's saying that
He's gone.
I missed it. So wait a minute. So yeah, the Russian kills Creed then, right?
Oh, no, Tommy Morrison was Rocky 5.
Rocky 5, okay,
So
and he's from Oklahoma.
so what does
Morrison?
Creed just retire or something in 3? Oh,
Well, you
wait,
could say,
Clubber Lang beats his ass and Creed trains him in 3. That's right.
Yeah.
Creed helps train him in 3 so he can beat Clubber Lang. That's what you're exactly
Yes.
right, Cat. Yeah. And then Drago kills Creed, right? The Russian kills Creed.
Right.
right, the Russian,
Yeah.
right. He kills
Yeah,
Creed.
played by Dolph Lundgren.
Clubber Lang killed the coach, Mickey.
He did?
Well, he died of a heart attack, but after
Yeah.
he got whacked, after he got whacked by him,
Oh, okay.
you know, and Creed was
Does
like,
he actually die?
the coach died. Yeah, what's his name? Died. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mick? Okay.
Just
Mickey, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Died
don't
of a heart
know.
attack
Drago.
after he loses.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Ivan Drago. I couldn't remember.
The very last one,
Couldn't
the
remember
stupid
his
black
first
guy.
name.
Yeah, the very last
Yeah,
one, the black
Rocky
kid,
Five, yeah.
kid. The
By
very
the way, I hate to
Creed.
burst your bubble, Lloyd. Tommy Morrison, birthplace, Gravette, Arkansas.
Well, yeah, but he lived here. He died and is buried here in Oklahoma.
He died. His death
smart,
place
got out of
was
there.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're way
Well,
off.
he did play for
We're gonna
OU.
take
I'll say that.
geography again.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His career record 48-3-1.
No.
He's real deal. He's a real boxer.
Yep. Yep.
Well, George Foreman died of who knows what. Just
being born in Arkansas, hell, half the people from Oklahoma were born in Arkansas. You're either born there or married there, but very few people live there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Randy.
That's right. And then at the end, they get in the ring together, right?
Right. They freeze. Yeah.
Because Creed was still boxing, and he hadn't retired or nothing like that.
Duke was.
Oh, he ended up in the ring with Drago.
Yep.
Yeah, with Drago. Yeah, because he was still fighting. Yep.
Tommy Morrison died of AIDS, actually.
He did. He swore to the very end he never had it.
And
they never had that penis either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His word to the
end. I have a ex-brother-in-law that hung around that type of crowd, and they used to be drinking buddies. So and other kind of buddies too, apparently. So
okay.
Oh, nice.
They like to pat the fudge. Okay.
Yeah, they used to go to the bathhouses.
Yeah.
Hang out with the monkey pox.
Uh-huh.
And he
not
said,
that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I mean to each their own, but
no.
Tommy, he put on one face, his public face, and then what he did behind,
and then he put a face. And then he put a face on
face. Hi there.
Oh, he put on his face. That's funny.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Would you like to fight, you big silly?
Yeah.
I wish I could put on your face.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
on your face.
Yeah. But he swore it right to the very end. He did not have AIDS. But everybody in that part of the country, well, hell, everybody in Oklahoma knew where he got it and how he got it. Just because that's who he was.
What are you saying? Why? Did everybody in Oklahoma have AIDS or something? I mean,
no, just he ran with a crowd that.
Ran with the crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe it was one of those,
I'm trying to be as PC with this as I can. I guess I can. I'll do it this way. I'll say it because I don't care whether I offend Australians. He was a flaming poofter.
Oh, a flaming. Okay.
Good for him. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah. Well, that's wrong with that.
No, I mean, I heard his wrestling name was Captain Dildo.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. And of course, my ex-brother-in-law was one of those too. Is a flaming poofter.
Oh yeah, I had a cousin like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a national bowler too. National League bowler. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a pro bowler. Yeah, he's a pro bowler. Yeah.
Who was?
My cousin. My cousin was a pro bowler. Yeah, for years. Yeah.
He liked playing with them balls.
He liked them balls up and down the lanes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's next to impossible to make a living off of that anymore.
Put the money on the dresser. There you go. He's a pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
oh my
God. Michael, that's
oh my.
That's
cool cat.
That's uncool.
Michael.
Mr. Kitty.
I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it.
I'm gonna show it. Ugh.
That's enough.
Hey, Michael.
Bowling from the pavilion end.
Yeah.
What? I don't know what that means.
Probably because lawn bowling, before you had the lanes and everything.
Oh, where you shag the carpet.
Yeah. It's probably the pavilion end.
No, bowling
taken from it.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Cricket. It's a cricket term.
Yeah.
The pavilion is where the sticks are.
Cricket term.
Go beans.
Because bowling is what they is the guy who pitches the ball.
Yeah.
You sure know a lot of terms for it there, Mike. Just saying.
Yeah. What's going on?
you sure know a lot of.
And that's how we got the word.
What the F is a custard riffle? I mean, I don't know.
Custard riffle. That's a good one. He probably means rifle. He probably means custard rifle, but I'm not sure, of course.
Okay.
Oh, that explains the gayness. All right, let me.
No, we can talk about cricket if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Just wait for it's time for bed, and then call me, Dominic, and talk about cricket. You know, help me doze off. Yeah, I'll tell you if y'all roll a deuce or whatever. I don't even know the terms, dude. I don't even know the terms of cricket. You know,
you got the bowlers, the batters.
We've also become pretty PC. We don't call them
pitching is called bowling for one thing.
Yeah, we don't call them batsmen anymore. We call them batters.
Batters, yeah.
Batters? Can't use the word men.
We've got women's cricket as well, so we have to use a very gender non-specific terminology.
How modern of you!
Yeah, there's so many terms you guys can't use over there now. I mean, because like poofter, that's a perfectly good, nice, gentle way of saying what they are, you know. And you can't use that over there because that's
no. People get offended too often.
I know.
And you're not even allowed to comment on any women's sport
hysterical.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure I want to be called a pufter, though, to tell you the truth.
Pufter? No.
Yeah, just saying.
I think if I was gay, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. I mean, my mother's Italian. People have said guinea, dago, wop. Bothers me zero.
Yeah, well, there's certain things I would rather not be called, and I'm just saying.
Well, I'm gonna
late for dinner.
That might make.
I'm gonna throw another.
Well, Bill, you do know about those Italian tires, right?
Italian.
Italians, yeah.
They go until they go flat, and then they go wop wop wop.
Yeah, there was one with the difference between a big Italian helicopter and a little Italian helicopter. Big Italian helicopter goes wop, 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 and the little one goes guinea, 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 guinea. You know, on the other side, so there's all kinds of names for them too. You know, I'm sure Mark knows a couple.
I'll give you another terminology here.
Oh yeah.
In Australia, we're allowed to say basically say the C word as a friendship sort of thing. And it can actually denote that you're really good at something. And it's also a hello term. But the other word that is a real insult to people is never call someone champ. Never say, yeah, champ or that, because that is the biggest insult in Australia.
What is
really?
Champ.
Champ.
Just don't say champ.
I don't like being called champ either.
Yeah,
no,
so
I like being called tiger.
I don't like champ. I don't like chief.
Chief. I don't like chief. I don't like tiger.
It's condescending horseshit.
I don't like sport. I don't like sport either. I don't like
sport.
Yeah, sport.
Love.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't like people that don't know me calling me bro.
No, it's not bro. It's bruh.
Bruh. B-R-U-H. Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
Bruh. Yeah. I'm a big fan of being called bro. You don't know me, man.
You got love.
Hey, bro.
You got love. You got pet. You got doll, as in darling.
Dude got worn out too there for a long time. Everybody was a dude.
Dude. Sweetie.
Dude. Rigid edge.
Yep.
Rigid edge. That means they're real deal.
But some of them last forever. Like douchebag will never go away.
Yeah, that'll never go out of style.
No.
Nah. Although they don't do that much anymore, I guess. You don't even see those commercials anymore. Apparently, they don't do that anymore.
Rump Ranger, Ass Master. You know. You know where I learned those from? Friggin' South Park.
Yeah.
Oh God, cartoon. Yeah, watch it. Let your kids watch
Yeah, I've
it.
got no problem with that, Michael. You can call me that.
Okay.
At least you know me, Bob. That's what I'm saying. I don't like people that don't know me just walking up and
Yeah,
down me.
there's another one for you.
You don't know me, man. Especially when cops do it. I'll be honest with you. That annoys me even the most. Is when cops do it. They call you bro or whatever. Man, I'm not your bro. Write the ticket. I won't follow, dude. No, I just said dude.
Dude.
I go to
You said it.
So after the stream, right? I order pizza from Domino's. I decide to just go pick it up because let's go for a
Take
drive.
care of a dog.
Domino's is about 5 miles away. So I order the pizza, sit around for a minute, get in my car, drive to Domino's. I'm getting out of my car. There's a cop sitting across the street at the gas station. And I just look at him. Yeah, whatever. I get in my car, and he follows me all the way home, all the way to my carport. And then I get out of my car and walk past him. He's just kind of sitting there. Then he pulls up behind my car and looks at my car for like 5 minutes, and he takes off. And I'm just like,
Driving while black.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea why he followed me all the way home. He followed me 5 miles all the way home, all the way to my car.
You didn't offer him a slice of pizza?
He could have been going down the same road. Because I'm not the type that, just follow me. But when he pulls into my apartment complex, drives to the apartment complex with me, pulls into my parking lot, and pulls up behind me in my carport, yeah, he followed me home.
Yeah. I would have. You could have offered him a slice and thanked him for protecting you on your way home.
Or give him a
Apparently
donut.
He escorted me home. Apparently, he escorted me home.
Yeah, he did. That was what
There
the
you go. Make sure,
Got home safely.
Yep.
Yeah, he just kind of looked at me when I got in my car, and I just didn't really think that much of it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he didn't like the look you gave him.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't like it.
You don't have
What
any
kind of car were
donut?
you driving?
Sure, you didn't like
Scat Pack.
howdy fuzz
What?
him or something, or what's up?
Scat Pack, a Challenger.
Oh, see, that's probably what he was looking at was a Challenger. I would have been.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's not follow you all the way home territory, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
It's freaking Challenger. Every brother has a Challenger. You know what I mean? It's not exactly rare, that's for sure.
No, they're not. No.
Nope. He's only got driving a Lambo or something. No, I don't
yeah.
know what he was thinking. You know what I mean? He just followed me all the way to my carport. If he would have just followed me down the road, I wouldn't have thought too much of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, he followed me through my apartment complex, in my parking lot, and right up to my carport.
If you would have had a Harris Wall sticker on your
You
car,
might have looked like somebody. You might have looked like somebody they're looking for.
Yeah.
Could be black guy.
Black guy in a hat.
Black guy with a hat and
20
glasses.
90. Black guy between 20 and 90, 5'8" and 6'7". Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Could be.
You might have looked like somebody, so he sat there and ran your plates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you would think he could have read my plate within the 5 miles he followed me all the way home, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd think. Yeah.
We were just discussing all these different terms that
Just
some
waiting for you to
people
take off.
offense and stuff. That could have been, yeah. They just waiting for you to take
But
off.
you just open nights. They used to do that on my crotch rockets. We ride our crotch rockets. Cops used to do that all the time. I even had a cop admit it to me. Where they follow you, hoping that you'd run.
Yeah. He might have had a slow day and needed to write some tickets, but anyway, what I was saying, people, we've discussed all these different terms that are not usable and different. I just want, I just, because I'm the typical white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, old fat guy, right?
Wasp. Yeah.
Old fat white guy.
Wasp.
Why didn't somebody come up with a term, better than cracker? I mean, call it cracker. That's not insulting. It's like, yeah, I like crackers. Big deal.
No, they didn't have a lot of reference material because the slaves came up with it. And what do they have to reference?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, they didn't have a lot. They didn't have a lot to reference. You know what I mean? They had some crackers. What else did they have that was kind of?
That's true.
The guy with the whip. They call him the cracker.
The guy with the whip cracker. Yeah.
Now, see that's an explanation there that I could actually.
Well, that's where
believe.
cracker. That's where cracker comes from. Is from cracking a
The guy
whip.
that cracks the whip.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Well, see,
Okay.
now I know.
Oh, I thought you guys all knew that. No, that's
No, I honestly,
whip
I
cracker.
just thought it was a silly term that people gave to us because
Oh,
I'm
it
thinking,
is.
boy, that's not very insulting. Now that I know that it comes from
Yep.
the guy cracking the whip.
Well,
Yeah,
I guarantee you, most black people don't know that.
probably not.
It's not something my grandparents told me or whatever, you know.
Mm.
Oh, Grandpa, why do you call white people crackers? Well, grandson, it's because when my daddy was a slave, they used to crack the whip, so they call them whip crackers, and then short crackers for short.
Okay.
Are you sure
That makes
Now
sense?
you know, like short little
Now I
white
know.
guy knows everything.
And whoop, to the internet.
Yeah.
Well, I just never thought. I just thought it was silly. To me, it was just like it's like, okay, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, it could be a little more insulting. I can see that. Although I don't know how to crack a whip. I've never cracked a whip without hurting myself.
I was a
Wait a
model
minute. Hang on. I'm looking here.
I've done it.
No, it was also used to describe, but it started with the whip cracking.
Right.
But it was
No,
used
they're saying it's older than that.
It was also used to describe poor white trash. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Yep.
We just call them poor white trash, or people from Arkansas.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with slavery. It's because they were driving livestock.
See?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a model for white
bandits and
long
lawless. Yeah.
Oh, keep stepping on my Okay, no more
Hold
jokes.
on. Shakespeare. King John, 1590s. Obnoxious bloviator.
The exact history and origin of the term is debated. According to one theory, it is an noun derived from the verb crack, meaning to boast. The use of cracker to mean braggart dates back to the 16th century.
Yep, that's what I'm reading right now.
Yeah, it can be seen, for example, William Shakespeare's King John. The word was later documented as describing a group of Celtic immigrants, or Celtic immigrants, Scotch-Irish people who came to America running from political circumstances, Okay.
Celtic is right.
Early 1800s, they started calling themselves that as a badge of honor, immigrants. Corn cracker by poor white farmers, especially in Georgia.
Okay.
It has also
There you have it.
It is suggested that white slave foremen in the antebellum South were called crackers owing to the practice of cracking the whip to drive and punish slaves. Whips were all cracked over pack animals, cracker, blah, blah, blah. All right. All right.
You learned something. Yeah, I'm just curious,
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
Now we've learned something.
Learned something.
I knew it was in there. I've heard it referred to as whip cracker, but
yeah, I did. Yeah, once you guys start saying that, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But
it goes back even further than that, apparently.
Yeah,
interesting. Shorts are on sale. Cool. That was an ad. I'm like, oh wow, cool.
Wow, good. I worked with the comedian that used the whip in his act. Yep. He'd close out his show. He'd get somebody up on stage and he'd put a cigarette in their mouth and go. Shoo.
That doesn't seem particularly funny.
Oh, that was a.
It was funny when he missed. That was the part.
It was funny when he missed.
Yeah. That's when they'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah. Because people are masochists, or sadists.
Sadists. I mean, because a whip could just like tear the flesh right off your face. I mean, I just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's like, next topic. He's tired.
Yeah, okay. How about them drones?
How about them drones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Mavic 4, once again, I'm telling you, man, I just hope. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might drive to Canada and just pick it up because I can be in Canada in two and a half hours. So, I might just drive to Canada and pick it up.
Yep, go over to Windsor.
I want to do the nail biting. You know what I'm saying? You know,
how much does that cost you in fuel to go there and back, though?
Even with my car, maybe $100.
Seems like a lot.
Not even that. No, because I'm like one tank. Because it's not that far. It's like 200 miles. Let's say. Oh, let's see. You know what? Why guess? Why guess? I have the world here.
Yep.
Maps.
You go straight to maps.
What do you get on the highway with that thing?
I haven't done a lot of highway driving, but I'm guessing I'll probably get 30 or something, 25, 30, something like that. I guess.
25, 30.
Something like that. You think that's high?
Yeah.
It's a lot?
Yeah.
You think I get like 50? No, because I think I get like 10.
No, you wouldn't get 15. You'd get in the 20s, I'd imagine, on the highway.
Yeah.
Think so?
And then in town it would have, Well, wait, what do you got? What year is it?
22. It's a scat pack. Let's see what we got here. 2 hours and 37 minutes is what they're saying.
Oh,
So Windsor Best Buy. Where I am right now.
Lon, am I misunderstanding you, or are you saying your car is shit? Because scat and shit are the same thing, right?
Look at that. I nailed it, man.
For you.
Fuel economy. 15 miles per gallon city.
Scat pack. I just being the
24 miles per gallon highway.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Okay.
Yeah, I called it. How about that? Hey.
Yeah, good job. Yeah. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. If I did, I wouldn't buy a scat pack. You know what I mean?
Features a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine delivering 485 horses and 475 pound-foot of torque with 0 to 60 mile per hour time in the low 4-second range. It's really about the same as a Mustang GT.
I don't know what my van gets. All I know is that I can go to Tulsa and back on $20 worth of gas. Sometimes I got money. Sometimes I have gas left over on the gauge, and sometimes I don't.
What are you driving?
It's a 2019 Dodge Grand Caravan with a V6. Hey, it's 300 horsepower. You know.
390 is a 392, Bob. 392, 6.4. I thought about putting a supercharger on it, but that would void the warranty, so I'm kind of holding off on it.
I've got a V6 in my Toyota.
Woo!
Yeah.
That one and then
Camry.
Yep. Nice. Camry.
Camry's moved pretty good.
245,000 miles on it.
Yeah, it's been moving for a long time.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many did you say?
245,000.
Oh, I missed the 200. I'm going to think, well, 45,000. That's not bad for a
I got less than 12,000 on my car.
Well, yeah, if it was a 96 with 45,000,
I've got a 99 Ford F-150 with a 5-liter V8, and it's got 92,000 miles on it.
Oh boy,
original, because I bought it brand new. So, and it still runs.
My F-150 is a 2016, and it's got 196,000 miles on it.
I'm the third owner.
And burns no oil.
Yeah,
mine.
Burns no oil. Doesn't have any leaks. I don't know. Got a good one. Made on a good day, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, mine's the only
and
thing.
Then we got our other car out there. I bought new in 21 Kona, but that's only got my wife's only put 18,000 miles on it since 21. Yeah, it's gonna last a while.
Oh,
that gets some serious gas mileage.
Oh, Doc Murdoch, FPV. He's got a truck that has 5 100,000 miles.
Oh yeah. That truck he's got has been around.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of him lately either.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
No, he's down in New Mexico, down in Denver, I think. He was in Silver City, but he moved.
Yeah, he moved. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought a house that he was fixing up.
Yeah. And he got moved into that. So.
Yep. Haven't heard from him in a long time. So hopefully,
I know he was doing a lot of video work for his church down there, and he was
okay.
And he was starting to teach some courses and stuff. So I don't know.
I got 12,154 miles on my car.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good for you.
Well, I drive my work truck. My work truck I'm driving right now has 200,000 miles on it. So I drive that all day. So yeah, we finally broke down and bought a new one.
Yep. That's right, Bob. Yeah, my car needs a new EGR valve. EGR valve.
That's an easy change.
Yeah. Well, not on this car because my neighbor down the hall was going to help me replace it. And I'm like, it's not where it said in the video. No, they on the V6, they decided, it's got to be down by the wheel well instead of on the back of the engine, like right next to. No, they got to put in a friggin' place where a normal guy can't get at. Nope, got to take it to a shop.
What's that?
The
EGR.
EGR valve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because on the V6 they put in a different spot where if you got the 4-cylinder, it's like right on the back of the engine, right near the top. Easy peasy replacement. So I got the valve. I just need to go to a mechanic that'll replace it for me. And I'll go to the guy that I worked with the last time. And he's really reasonable.
Your best bet is
what did the EGR valve do? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mark. You're breaking up, Mark. Sorry. Say it again.
I said the best thing to do with EGRs is to take them off altogether and put a blanking plate on.
My pickup. I was looking in the chat, and Randy brought up his F1. His 22 Explorer 4-cylinder only gets 23 highway. Even my truck's supposed to do better than that. It gets 24 highway. 18 city, 20 combined, and it actually gets that. Sometimes it does better than 24. I can really, depends how fast you're going, I guess.
Is that a V6 or a V8?
Me? I got a 6.
Yeah, see? That's not that much better than my car.
No, your car is newer. It's more modern. And it's
heavier. It's heavier than the truck, I guarantee you. My car's heavier.
I don't know.
It's not turbo. It's not turbo.
It's not turbo?
That's the Hellcat. Is that supercharged, not
right.
No, mine's normally aspirated. Well, it's got a cold air intake because it's a shaker style with a hood scoop.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
Andrew?
I don't even think I have a picture of this.
Curb weight is 4385.
On your truck?
Your car.
What's your truck?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Watch your truck will be heavier. No way, though. No way. I promise you, there's no way.
Oh, it's over 4,000. Because it depends on which F-150. Now, a 4-door with a full-size bed is 5,236 pounds.
Well, yeah, but you don't have a 4-door with a...
No, I don't have that. I don't have all that cab, and I don't have 4-wheel drive.
Nope.
So mine's on the low side of 4,000. 4049, I think, is what they're claiming here.
4049. Okay.
Yeah,
fair
but I
enough.
remember it being higher than that when I looked at in the label in the car.
Oh,
Huh.
Oh, here's technical specs right from Ford.
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ex-girlfriend sitting on a four-wheeler. I'm looking for a stupid picture of the stupid car. Oh wow. I can see the entire thong on that one. Crazy.
Huh.
What the hell is she doing? Oh wow.
Josh says he's coming down to Florida.
He's looking for a soul to steal. He's in the bind. He's way behind. He's looking to make a deal. No? Okay.
I'm good, Andrew. I'm okay.
Didn't
The devil was down in Georgia for soul to steal.
the guy in Hawaii 5-0 drive the Challenger?
XL2.
Oh wow.
Some nights my voice kind of drop into a yeah.
Hey, did the guy in Hawaii 5-0 drive the
Oh,
Challenger?
thank you very much.
I know.
That's key. Already
You're talking
Carl.
about the new one.
Yeah, your truck's about 280 pounds. Your car is about 280 pounds heavier.
Yeah, my car is heavy as F.
Yeah, about 280.
That's one of the things
I would
that's
guess that fully loaded mine would be heavier. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But that
Did you check mine as a stick too? Because I think the manual transmission is slightly lighter too than the automatic.
it just said scat back. It didn't.
Andrew.
It didn't
I'm just
say.
joking. Don't worry about it. We're talking 50 pounds here at the most, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it's much of a difference. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of interested in the new one that's coming out. I can't do the electric, but they have a inline 6 with twin turbo on it. It's going to be all-wheel drive, and it's supposed to be almost 1,000 pounds lighter. Is the story? So we'll see.
Same engine as the Dodge Ram.
Yeah, it's gonna have the Hurricane. Oh, you talking my car now, or are you talking about the new one?
No, the new 6.
Yeah, it comes up with the Hurricane. In fact, Marcus Crawford got the Ram with the Hurricane in it. Yeah. He's pretty impressed. He says he thinks it'll smoke his vet. And I go, yeah, I don't think so, Marcus. I don't think so, buddy. It'll smoke his top.
Not that good.
That he just got rid of, but it's not. Yeah, twin turbo inline 6, man, is no joke.
Fully loads comes with sour cream and bacon bits.
Yes.
Right?
I like sour cream and bacon bits.
On your baked potato?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like bacon bits.
Butter too, or no? The sour cream takes the place of the butter?
Just to make it, just to stop it from...
Lots of butter.
Yeah, you need some butter because it needs to be moist.
Yeah, moist. Salt and pepper.
I had to get that word in.
Salt and pepper.
Baked beans.
Yeah. I even like a little garlic powder. I throw a little garlic powder in there.
Yep.
Beans on your potato? God, you freaking colonizers. What the hell?
Baked beans in tomato sauce.
Oh, on your baked potato? Stop it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
What?
The baked beans are separate from the potato, you know? I mean,
no,
it's okay to have, but not on it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
What's it put on a baked potato? Baked beans?
Yeah.
Baked beans and...
yeah, they'll put it on everything. They put it on their girl. They put it on their girlfriends. I mean, whatever. They just
whatever. They use beans on everything.
And he said tomato sauce. I assume you meant ketchup.
No. The baked beans come in tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce.
Now, I'm going to correct you and call them tomatoes. And you could say, oh, well, we're the British Empire. Tomatoes come from here.
I know.
That's right.
So we get to say it's tomato, not tomato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Now the Philippines, they have banana ketchup.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is this ketchup you put on your bananas?
There's bananas in their ketchup.
I know.
Ketchup on ice cream.
What?
It might be all right because there's a lot of sugar in ketchup. Not everybody realizes that.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of sugar in ketchup.
Yes,
There's also a lot of vinegar in it too.
Yeah.
Some brands have more vinegar than others.
Mm.
I've always used Heinz, but I don't like it because it's got too.
Very
I can't
simple
find-
barbecue sauce: ketchup, a little Coca-Cola, and brown sugar. Boom.
Yep.
Barbecue sauce. Now you can dice up some onions and green peppers and put that in there too. But what are you laughing about?
What have I missed?
Nothing, Bill. Nothing at all.
You just cut them off so hard it was like it wasn't even funny. It just
But you notice how quick I was able to stop like that too.
I just added color to the conversation. Please
Yeah, that's what you
continue
keep
with your
saying.
discussion of fucking ketchup. It's not like he was describing the national economy or something. Something. He was talking about ketchup, Lon. I interrupted ketchup. Please,
Okay.
Lon, Lloyd. I want to hear more.
Tell us more about ketchup.
At my age, if I don't keep on a roll,
You have
with
no
that,
idea what
I
you're
forget
talking
what the
about,
hell
do
I was
you?
talking
Yeah.
about in the first place. So it's fine. I forgot about it. Oh yeah, too much vinegar in a ketchup. Heinz has too much vinegar, and I'm looking for. Does anybody have a good ketchup or catsup that you guys like?
Heinz. That's all I like.
Yeah,
Heinz.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I do
Heinz.
Heinz.
Yeah,
I can get by with Hunt's, but I like Heinz.
Actually, Master Foods
I like
does a
the
good
store
job.
brand, cheaper.
yeah.
Not the same. Now, there's a lot of stuff you could buy that's generic, that's exactly the same. You can read the ingredients;
Yeah.
it's exactly the same. Certain
Yeah.
things just aren't worth it.
Yep.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
The 50 cents or whatever mayonnaise. I buy nothing but Hellman's.
Hellman's.
Okay.
I don't buy it. I
Miracle
buy
Whip.
blood cream.
No.
Ugh. No.
Hate Miracle
Fakey mayonnaise, negative.
Never like Miracle. A lot of people do.
Oh,
Never like Miracle.
Yeah, that's all we ever had around here. Yeah, Judy liked regular mayonnaise, and my daughter-in-law liked coming over here because we had mayonnaise. Because everybody at her house ate Miracle Whip because that's what. But Judy liked real mayonnaise, but I didn't, so she kept the Miracle Whip in the house for me. So
Whatever. That's like saying you like margarine better than butter. Blech. Yeah.
I like butter.
Blech.
I have both.
Yeah, Bob. I'm sorry. You continue. I'll just chat. Go ahead.
you go right ahead. No, you go right ahead, Bill.
What? Continue. That stopped the conversation. That little blurb. Please continue.
No. I use margarine most of the time, just because you get a lot more of it for the price. But if I'm cooking certain things or buying, baking certain things, I only use real butter in it. So
same
because
here.
there is a difference. I mean, there's a distinct difference.
of course there is.
Okay.
Margarine is only made with vegetable oil.
No,
Yeah.
we don't use margarine at all. We don't use, not even, we never buy it.
We use
In fact,
Blue Bond.
it-
I use butter and
made
everything.
with vegetable oil.
You must just dump vegetable oil in your damn food. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Well,
And a little milk,
like
like a
well,
dab. Like
just like theater popcorn, that you buy at the theater.
yeah, that fakey butter.
That butter you put on there, all that is peanut oil.
Flavored peanut oil.
Well, peanut oil is
Not even
delicious. Peanut oil is
flavoring.
delicious. I'm sorry.
The flavoring is in the salt that they use on it. And when they put it in the mixer, they cook it in coconut oil with yellow. It's usually dyed yellow, and then a salt called Flavorol, and they're the only ones that make that really super fine, and it adheres to the popcorn, and that's where you get and it's butter flavored. And then all that oil is just to make it greasy, because that's all it is just pure oil. There's zero flavoring, no salt or anything. It's just makes your buttery popcorn feel buttery because you got your hands greasy, But you could get the same flavor without putting it on there. You just don't get the same textural feeling that you would.
He's right about mayonnaise. I mean, mayonnaise is oil. It's made with oil and eggs, right? In fact, mayonnaise is made primarily with oil and eggs, right?
That's all it is oil and eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Whipped oil and eggs.
Oil and eggs.
I don't care. There's a difference between mayonnaise and margarine.
I like that.
Is there a difference between mayonnaise and margarine?
There is.
Well, because I don't like margarine because it's made with oil, and his comeback is, well, mayonnaise is made with oil. So,
yeah, and eggs.
So,
I mean, that's all margarine is just hydrolyzed oil solids. I mean, it just.
Oh yeah, Don said that. Okay.
Basically, whip water and.
Who makes their own tallow? Yeah.
My great grandma.
Yeah. Well, you get some.
Who makes their own live soap?
Yep. You could.
My wife's grandma made it.
Soap. Yep.
Judy's grandma used to make it. My aunt used to make it.
My grandma made it.
Yeah.
She had to make it outside.
Well, that's what
it was dangerous.
McDonald's French fries used to be fried in tallow.
Tallow.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh God! I was like, soap?
Lye soap? Really?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
really? I didn't know that.
If you take the fat off like pork bellies and you just cook it, you get that juice out of that. That is the tallow, and it's just like cooking oil.
Most fat.
Yeah. Soap has some other stuff in it that's other than.
Is that like shortening?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or is it? Is shortening like tallow or no?
Yep.
Or is it fakey tallow? Shortening fakey tallow.
Lard.
Yeah.
Lard. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
Back in the day, McDonald's used to fry their French fries in tallow. That's why, back in the day, their French fries were so good. And then they came out and said, "Oh, that's not good for you." So they switched it over to vegetable oil.
Well, I just seen a post about that recently. Did you see that same post?
All Don just said, I rendered some tallow just a few weeks ago. Yep.
Well, good for you.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Any meats that have a lot of fat, all you do is just grill it until the grease comes out, and you take all the whatever is the chunky bits out. You just pour the grease into a jar, fill it up, and it'll harden up, and you use it like shortening.
My grandma used to keep bacon grease too, because they had bacon basically every morning.
Yeah, that's just like
bacon grease is out in the open too. No refrigeration necessary, apparently. It would just sit in a big jug. Who knows how old the bottom layer was?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows? It could have been years.
Well,
she'd have a big old jug of bacon grease that she would get out of the cooked stuff.
I got a jug of cooking oil that I put in the refrigerator after I deep fry something. Yep. Mm-hmm. Next day when it cools down, just pour it back in the jug and save it for next time.
What a far-ranging conversation this has been. But no, I would love to see what fried chicken would taste like deep fried in bacon grease. I should open a restaurant that deep fries your chicken in bacon grease.
Yep. That'd be tasty. Yep.
Had portable defibrillators at every table.
There you go. Yeah, I think it's called the Waffle House.
Call it heart attacks. call it heart attacks, and you deep fry your chicken in
Cracker
bacon
Barrel.
and extra cheese on everything, and and defibrillators at every table.
Yep.
No low fat.
Good. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be good, to be honest with you. I think deep fried, I think chicken deep fried in bacon grease would be good.
Don says pop your popcorn with bacon grease. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to figure out a way to open up the bag and shove it in there before I put it in the microwave, because I ain't popping popcorn anymore. Well, but let's be honest, who has popped popcorn lately? Don probably has, because he's one step away from a fucking what do they call those people, Amish or something. But my ass is grabbing a bag and throwing it in the microwave. I'm not. I haven't even used an air popper in 20 years.
I've got a popcorn.
He's a
Who's one step away from Amish?
He's a
Don.
He's
rendering his own tallow and popping his own popcorn or whatever the hell he's doing.
He lives in the part of the country where they got a lot of Mennonites.
Collecting up them grandbabies.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
That's how you get an Amish woman pregnant. 2 Mennonite.
2 Mennonite? Nice.
Hey, Lloyd brought it up,
I did kind of walk us into that.
He gave me a hanging curveball. Right out of the yep. Right over the plate.
Popcorn?
No, that was more like
I remember we had Jiffy Pop. Remember that came in a little pan with the I remember that when I was a kid.
That still I thought that doesn't that still exist? I believe it.
Probably.
It still exists, yeah.
I don't know why you bother though. Throwing a bag in a microwave is the shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's top 10 innovations.
Still exists. Still a thing. Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Yep.
What was that, Lloyd?
I said I forgot. Oh, I use microwave popcorn, even though I've got one of those big, commercial kinds.
Commercial kind of what?
Popcorn maker.
Popcorn maker. I knew it. You have a big old popcorn maker. Wow.
Big old carnival style.
Well, I actually just put it up in storage so I could move my rolling tool cabinet over against the wall instead of sitting right out in the middle of my dining area like it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because I needed a place to plug it all in, because it has a power strip in it, so I've had to plug it in over there and then put the new printer up on top of it. So,
there you go.
Yeah, but using one of those big popcorn, that's for parties. I mean, it's not like you got to make a fairly large amount at a time.
No, I had it down. I had it down to where I'd cook about just one bowl for Judy and I. And,
you got to figure it out. Yeah, we had one of those.
How much you put in?
The other bowling alley, and we were giving popcorn away to bowlers and stuff, and it just became a pain in the ass keeping it clean.
Oh yeah, they are a pain in the ass to use, because you got to let the oil heat up to a certain temperature, and you got to get the right kind of oil to use in it. Otherwise, it smokes to beat hell, or it scorches, and
That's weird. My popcorn machine doesn't use oil. It dry does.
You have an air popper, right?
Yeah,
that's what I used to have last, was an air popper.
That's an air popper.
That's an air popper. This one is like a theater machine.
Oh.
Like they use it kind of like a big standalone machine. It
is
glass at all the popcorn.
Did you ever have Tommy Davison over to have popcorn? How fancy!
Oh, how fun!
How fancy! No, I'm with Mark. Air popper. I want easier and easier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want the air poppers, and that was pretty easy, I gotta say. But then when they started making the microwave popcorn, I'm done. The air popper went in the trash. Like the next day, I discovered microwave popcorn. Air popper was.
I think I've still got an air popper. Yeah, I think we've got one down the hallway there. The
air popper.
Yeah, when I was in the wheelchair, the guys would come over and we'd play Dungeons and Dragons, because I only needed one hand to throw the dice. So and it's something my youngest son could be involved with when he was a kid. So they'd come and we'd fire up the air popper and pop up a great big bowl, and everybody'd get a bowl of popcorn while we're sitting there playing D&D, or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons it was back then.
Yeah, exactly, Bob. And you can get like 10 different kinds too. I got like kettle corn back there. I got the cheese kind, the extra butter, and I just I got like boxes of them. I just reach up there, go whoop. I usually get the Orville Redenbacher, although I have had X kind.
I generally get the movie theater Orville Redenbacher because.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a difference. I hate to say it. I've tried the cheap stuff. I've even tried the Walmart brand, the Great Value or whatever, and then every time there's like this much kernels in the bottom of the bag and whatnot, and it's a bad experience for me.
I've had some bags that wouldn't even pop.
Yep. Exactly. I've tried the cheap stuff, and I'm like,
you get a flat bag, you open it up, and there might be one kernel out of all of it, and it's like,
So, or the bag's like half full once it's done. It's inconsistent, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
And if you do it just a little bit too long, it comes out like charcoal.
Yeah.
Once you have the math down, you stick to the formula.
Mine's real easy. I throw it in there. I take it out of the cellophane, toss it in there face down like it says to, and I go over and I push the button 3 times to where it's on the right size of bag, and it starts it.
There you go.
I got a popcorn button on my microwave, so.
Oh, everybody does. I time mine. I just put in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Yeah, perfect every time. I buy the same kind of popcorn every time.
Yep.
Use the same setting every time. I get the same results every time.
I can't do that. I can only mine in 10 seconds intervals.
Yeah. I just did what they said on the directions. You put it in and you wait till it stops popping. Then when it stops popping, there's a interval between pops, then you take it out. Yeah. And then I looked at the timer and went, oh, that's 230, that's 235. And I go, boop. Then I don't have to babysit it. You know what I mean?
Even when it stops popping, there's still stuff in there that hasn't popped.
He said, dang, I stepped away, all that popcorn went through a bag in the microwave, hit the popcorn setting, walked away. LOL.
That's the way to go. The only easier way to do it would be just to buy the shit pre-popped. That's the next step.
You cook it in oil, it does add a little flavor to it. I mean, you can use coconut oil, peanut oil.
Hey, Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. I sent you a link.
Yep.
Popcorn talk, cracker talk, all kinds of stuff.
Printer,
movie talk, Rocky talk, printer talk. Yeah.
How about lesser known Saturday Night Live cast members?
I don't know any of them since the 80s.
I quit watching Saturday Night Live a long time ago. Probably 20 years.
Me either.
At least.
If not, at least.
At least.
Randy Quaid's one of them. Yep.
Wow.
Well,
Randy Quaid looks worse than I do.
Quaid is. Oh, people you didn't know was on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Or people that were on Saturday Night Live that you don't know who they are?
Well, they were only on for one season.
Got you. So people that are well known, but you didn't know they were on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, they were not well known. Jim Brewer was on Saturday Night Live.
Well, these guys are well known.
I know who Jim Brewer is.
Yeah, he was only on for one and a half seasons. Who else? Oh, Jim Belushi was on.
Yeah,
He's only on for one season.
It's not that we don't know who they are. It's just we didn't know that they played.
Well, that's what Lon said, and then he said not famous.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lon was right.
Chris Elliott.
I have never heard James Belushi.
Who the fuck is that? I'm just kidding.
Chris Elliott? Oh, God.
I know who Chris Elliott is. I know who Chris Elliott. I'm kidding.
Janine Garofalo. Another one. Yeah. Who else? I just saw a video about lesser known Saturday Night Live cast members. Anthony Michael Hall. and Robert Downey Jr. They were all on.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yep, he was on the same time as Anthony Michael Hall. Yep,
They sat around and snorted coke together.
Victoria Jackson.
I kind of know who that is. Now we're getting to somebody I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit iffy on who that is.
Oh, there were a whole bunch. Oh, Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, Victoria Jackson. Actually, I remember her being on this. I remember her from that.
I remember Gilbert.
Would she do a character?
Gilbert Godfrey he was hysterical. I like Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah. He was on when Lorne Michaels left. And boy, the show was just dreadful when Lorne Michaels left. And then when he came back, it started to do better, and now it sucks. I mean, it hasn't been good in 15, 20 years. Once in a great while, they'll have something funny on. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Elon Musk. I'm talking about cast members that were forgettable. Yeah.
What about Second City? I remember Second City.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be, who was on that?
I'd take half of the cast from Saturday Night Live over the last 30 years. Came through Second City.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dan Aykroyd one of the Second City?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So was
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're talking about SCTV, which had Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis and
Rick Moranis,
a bunch of guys.
That's what I'm saying. That was actually a pretty good show. Yeah.
Oh, In Living Color was pretty good too.
Another great one, yeah.
Yeah, with the Wayans brothers. Oh, Damon Wayans was on Saturday Night Live for a short time. Yeah,
that's what probably prompted his brother to start his own show.
Yeah,
because his little brother got fired.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And In Living Color, Jim Carrey, that launched his career.
Mm-hmm. He played the fire marshal, right?
Yeah. Fire marshal.
Let me tell you something.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill.
No, that wasn't him. That was Jim. Oh, Jim Carrey. Yeah, that was Jim.
We did say Jim Carrey. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking. I thought you said.
That's okay. And the juicer guy too. He was funny as the juicer guy.
No, it's funny that you guys brought that up because I was looking up Fire Marshal Bill to see if that
hilarious.
That was his break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hysterical. Yeah. Hysterical.
And Rosie Perez started down there. She was one of the Fly Girls.
Yep, she's a Fly Girl. Mm-hmm. She's also the choreographer, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
Yep.
What has she been in? What, like 3 movies? Rosie Perez, by the way. She's a White Man Can't Jump.
Can't jump.
And that's about it. Exactly. I can't think of anything else.
She was in another one with Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda, where the cop won the lottery. The cop and his wife won the lottery.
I never watched that movie. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. That would be in 95 it came out, or
something
94.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Freddie promised he'd bring her money, and he did.
Jim Carrey got his first break in comedy right after his family experienced homelessness. He landed a stand-up gig at Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club in Toronto.
Yep. Yeah. He was more well known for his physical comedy.
Yeah. And now he's retired.
Yep.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was just in a movie.
Well, he found out.
He was in Sonic 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
2 parts.
He came back because he discovered that he couldn't live the lifestyle that he was used to by being retired, so he needed the money.
Yeah.
Those were his words. Yeah. He actually.
I wonder if he's
retired.
kidding.
It's hard telling because he's gotten pretty serious the last few years. He's gotten, even though he plays funny parts, but his attitude in life has gotten a lot more
Yeah.
serious than it was, and he's
Right.
And he's
Oh.
a socialist.
Right. Was
Jim
he in Earth
Carrey's
Girls Are
debut on
Easy?
television was on the Johnny Carson show. How about that?
Oh. Wow. Was he in Earth Girls Are Easy? Wasn't Jim Carrey in that? Earth Girls Are Easy? Can't remember.
No, that'd be the Wayans brothers, I think.
Earth Girls Are Easy?
Oh, that white chicks. I'm getting it mixed
You're
up.
thinking of White Chicks, yeah.
Yeah.
Earth Girls Are Easy. That's an older movie with
Oh, Truman.
what's her name?
Truman Show. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's way after he was already famous. He was way famous by then.
right.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh,
I remember that one. I'm trying to think who's in it.
Yeah,
Like
that movie was
Cable
pretty
Guy.
funny, actually.
Yes, Jim Carrey was starred in that with Jeff Goldblum and
Jeff
Damon
Goldblum,
Wayans.
that's what I was trying to think
And
of.
Damon
Yep.
Wayans.
Damon
Yeah.
Wayans. Yep.
He also
Who were the girls?
was in
Gina Davis,
Gina Davis. That's the one I was
Gina
thinking
Davis,
of.
yeah.
Julie
I
Brown.
like Gina Davis.
and
Yeah, me
Jim
too,
Carrey
actually.
was in a Batman movie. He played the Joker. He was the
No,
one.
he played Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
He played the
He played
Riddler.
Riddler.
Edward Nigma. He played
right.
Edward Nigma.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And he was horrible in it, as far as I'm concerned.
And that's the one with
Absolutely horrific.
Arnold Schwarzenegger played.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
Freeze, yeah.
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
And
That whole movie was bad. That's the one
Yeah.
with George Clooney. George Clooney and Chris.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, there it is.
Horrific. That movie's so bad.
Slap worn
so
out.
bad.
Sorry, I didn't see it down there.
No,
I didn't know who the hell Slap
it was.
worn out was, for one thing.
Yeah.
me.
Slap chop.
That's me.
Slap
Slap
chop.
worn out. Tired.
Slap chop. Turd.
Well, you got home safe. That's all that matters.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Been
Really.
painting all day.
So why were you so far from home?
Stepsons went up there to see him and his wife and help him paint. And
I would have sent him a check. Between driving there and all your time, I would have cut him a check to hire somebody.
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Screw that.
There-
I would
there
have
was-
cut him a check.
There was a couple
Actually,
of times I had to
even-
walk
even-
out.
if you don't want to send someone a check, even better than that, make the phone call, find the handyman, send
Hire
them
him for
money.
you.
There's going to be a guy knocking on your door in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's all.
Let him in. His name's Fernando.
Let him in. Fernando. Fernando. The sidekick Jose.
Yeah.
We talking about drones tonight? Because I think
no, we're talking about Saturday Night Live.
I know.
So we can talk about drones. The one thing that was interesting that happened this week is that all the newest drones went back into stock on DJI for the United States. So that's interesting that happened. I got a notification. They're still shipping out of China though, which bothers me. I called. I called and asked them if I ordered an Air 3S, will it come from the warehouse in America? Or is it going to come from China? And they said it'll come from China, but they assured me that I would get it, that they fixed all those problems. That's why they quit shipping to the U.S., that they've been assured that their product's going to make it to the consumers. And that's what they
eventually
told
those
me.
warehouses will be filled back up again.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the problem. There's nothing there.
Yeah, but there's nothing in them right now. They're still
Right.
shipping from China. Drone Nerds got a shipment of drones, though, I hear. And they finally got a pallet. And and Zach got a pallet, if I'm not mistaken. Or he got some of the drones he's been waiting on from, what the hell's his name of his company again? The one Dobo's involved with.
Apex.
Oh.
The drone company.
Droneworks.
DroneWorks, thank you.
Droneworks.
Yeah, apparently he got a bunch of his drones in
Yeah,
stock
DroneWorks,
too.
yeah.
So, I guess I could try like
look
Adorama
at
and B&H
that.
to see if they have them in stock.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey!
the figures. I was just thinking of closing it down, and here they come. What's
That's
it?
like Don's next.
Yeah, Don's
Yeah.
next. Yeah, there you go.
Philip,
Right,
you
we
noticed
go-
we didn't all cheer for you when you came in. We just, it's you.
He doesn't have titties.
Lex comes
Y'all
in, we
just-
all cheer.
You just snapped y'all's fingers. That's all you did.
How are you, Alexa? Alexis. Sorry.
Hello. Is this
Hello.
working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm backing
You
on
sound
it,
great.
please.
Oh my god.
No
Can't-
echo or feedback or anything.
Yeah.
That's how we
Yeah.
know Alexis is here because we hear this.
Let's see if this works. I got
I
the
don't
new
think this
headphones.
works.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Can
Yeah,
you
there
hear
it
us now?
What's going on?
Nope.
No, that's
Not getting
you're not.
anything. Hold on.
Well, okay. You gotta
Oh,
stay-
yeah. It's working.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Huh?
Hold on.
Don't you worry about a thing.
AirPods. Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got to make noise. How do you even know?
These off.
Testing.
Yeah, how do we
Testing.
make noise?
Yeah.
Everybody do sign language.
Okay, they'll be on the shelf for the next 5 years. Okay.
Hey, let me interrupt real quick. Adorama claims they can get you an Air 3S next day.
Next day.
Next.
Yeah, they're offering you next day air for $23. Air 3S.
What's the price? Is it comparable?
Air 3S.
What's the cost on it?
Oh well, I think it's a normal. Whoa, is it a little bit high? I forget what I paid. It's $15.99 with the RC2.
No,
But
it's
that's
$15.99.
not. That's not the combo. That's just the drone and the
No, it's
battery.
Flymore
and the-
combo. It's the Flymore combo with
That's
the
good.
RC2
That's
remote
good.
control.
That's good because Amazon's like $2,000 still.
Yeah, well, and they said UPS 2 business days is free, or UPS next day is $23. Now that's me because I live in Michigan, which isn't too far from where Adorama is, so it's probably makes it a little bit cheap.
Yeah, they can drone one to you.
Just about. I'm going to they're not online for live chat. Of course not. It's kind of late. Oh, and it's Saturday too. Duh.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah,
they're
but it's
super
after.
Jewish.
But it's
No.
after sundown. It's after sundown.
Yeah. They're super duper Jewish. I've talked to Adorama at midnight before. I got him this next day airing me. The guy ran it down to the FedEx, and I got it the next day. Adorama will jump through hoops to get you shit. That's why I deal with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But B&H, their Sabbath day is over at sundown.
Oh, so but they're not going to reopen the store, right? Or
No, but they might do online business after sundown.
Oh no, they'll do online business. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they're doing it. They'll let me buy it. I just can't talk to anybody. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, it starts on Friday evening and goes until Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
B&H is still back ordered.
Oh.
Huh.
Cool.
My 3D printer came from China. That's what I was actually surprised I got it because I hadn't even gotten it. Just showed it was ordered. It didn't show shipped or anything for almost a week, and then all of a sudden it showed. I got an email that said it's been shipped. It's on its way. You should get it on Monday. And then I got a notice from UPS that it was coming yesterday. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. So, but the company, when you do their support, you send to get support, you send to support.amazon.anycubic.com or at anycubic.com, but because I bought it through Amazon, so I assume that's why we go through them for support. But
this is the face of somebody burning a Tesla.
Yeah, Lon, it's the exact same price DJI has it.
Okay.
DJI
I forget what I
R3S,
paid.
Flymore combo, DJI RC2, $15.99.
Yep. So, if you're looking for an Air 3S, man,
Bill, I sent you
they
a
said they're
picture.
low stock. They say they're low stock. So Adorama's low stock.
You sent me a picture.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. How'd you send it?
Well, I shared it.
Oh, you shared a picture.
Well,
that's
and
not
I'm sharing
sending
a
me a
video.
picture.
Don't show the video yet, Bill. Just show his.
Yeah. Picture. Maybe I'll check with Adorama if they have the Mavic 4 Pro. Oh wow.
Yeah, this is one of the little. Oh, I burned some Tesla.
Well, that's just, you know what? It's not even a political thing. It's ridiculous to destroy the random people's private property just
Right.
because you don't happen to like the guy that owns the company they bought their car from.
I
What
agree.
kind of mindset is that? It's just stupid. It's
No,
ridiculous.
they're
You're not
idiots.
harming Elon Musk. It's dumb.
Yeah.
They're harming the individual that owns the car.
Yeah, or the guy that owns the dealership.
Or the people that work, or the people that work there. I mean, it's just
Right.
because
Well,
he's a
not
Nazi.
only-
Because he's a Nazi.
Not only
Yeah, it has
that,
nothing to do with Elon Musk, though. He don't care. You can burn all the Teslas. He's already got his
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's already got his money.
and
Still
plus
here.
the fire is environmentally unsafe, and
Yeah.
and what are they going to do? They're good. What some of the guys are doing already is they're taking and trading in the Teslas to buy gas guzzlers. Well, so much for that whole environmental.
Oh yeah,
You know,
no, that's all
safety
virtue
stuff,
signaling bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's not only just the cars; they're burning the Tesla charging stations too.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. It's just
Nice.
stupid.
They're writing
know,
the N-word.
and-
Yeah.
And I hate just to touch on the politics, just barely
Just
cap. Just barely touch. Every time you mention anything that the quote unquote left, because you know me, I'm not left or right, does, they have to take it all the way back 5 years ago to January 6th. Every fucking time. Every of these shows, they got to take it all the way back 5 years to come up with something that the quote unquote right did that's quote unquote similar.
Of all the people in the world that attack, this guy's companies have done nothing but advance the human race. Seriously, I mean, I'm not crazy about electric cars, but that is, who made it possible? His company, and for a lot of people, it was important. The rockets, making it to Mars, saving the astronauts. If it wasn't for him, NASA would probably be. We're using Russian rockets and paying the Russians billions of dollars because we could. And I was getting the Neuralink. Now you got Neuralink and the incredible advances in medicine that's going to be for people. I just like everything he does has been for the betterment of everyone around.
He asked.
And what he's doing in the government now is looking for waste. That's it. Cutting waste, saving us money.
Right.
Oh, that son of a. You know what? It's just. I'm sorry, but these people are idiots. I mean, they call us lemmings. Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's get off the topic. Let's get off the topic.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like I said, I don't want to get into the political part of it. It's just ridiculous that they would destroy private property to spite someone that it doesn't do any damage. You could burn every Tesla that's come off the assembly line and is in a dealership. It won't affect Musk even slightly because the dealerships buy the cars.
Yeah.
From Tesla. So Musk has already got his money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
And guess what? When they burn the cars at the dealership, guess what the dealership's going to have to do? Buy more cars. From Tesla.
Put your insurance claim in.
And everybody's rates go
buy
up.
more
because-
cars.
Yeah.
And on a positive note, how about the guy that lit himself on fire with a little cocktail thing,
Molotov?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, brilliant. Now you get to go to prison with burns.
I want to see a fight with the people that like to glue their hands to the road, talking about stop oil, and the people that are destroying Teslas. Because that would be a nice little battle. The just stop oil people and the people destroying Teslas.
Hey, Johnny.
That'd be a nice little fight. There we go. And in this corner, weighing in at 145, there's some dweeb that wants oil to stop. And in this corner, some fat bastard that lit a Tesla supercharger on fire.
That he's unelected and what right does he have that he just fires? He's firing everybody. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's making recommendations. Anything that you think that Trump, you don't think that everything he is ever going to think about doing has to go through Trump first. I mean, that's he's micromanager king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything he does is through the office of the president, and the
Right.
office of the president has certain powers.
Mhm.
And he
Hey,
said,
Johnny.
and
Johnny.
he knows what they are, and he's doing it. And everybody's all up in arms because presidents haven't been using they haven't been using it. And you don't use it, you lose it. The executive branch has become weaker over the last 30 years.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
the courts are
Yeah.
the courts are they're getting too big for their britches.
Right.
And the only reason the Senate and Congress, they think that they can't be, they can't be questioned, they can't be stopped. I mean, this is this protesting, and fighting, this takeover. It's a takeover by an oligarch. No, it's not. It was an election, you morons. It's not a takeover. They were elected, and he's doing things that he said he was going to do. I can see how that would confuse you people.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
How about them drones? Hey, what were you going to
you're
say,
right.
Phil,
Let's
about
just get out of
drones?
it. You're right.
What were you going to say about drones, Phil?
The Helix, is it Helix?
Yeah.
HEL?
I
Have
sent
y'all
links
seen
out
that?
for that. Yeah, I
Have
sent
y'all-
links out. It's a nice $5,000, almost sub
was
250 drone, twin prop drone.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks pretty cool.
Get one. Get one.
Yeah.
They're $4,500.
That's no big deal. I'll wait for the Air 3S.
Yeah, there you go. Wait a couple years when the price comes down. There you go.
Yeah,
Get it on sale.
when it's a paperweight.
Yeah, there you go. Wait until the fire station has a sale.
Mhm.
Oh, we're selling off our old gear. Here you go. The Helios, $2,000. Get it now.
Get it now.
Get it now.
Get it now.
No, I sent links out for that drone because I was trying to remember that drone when I was on a live stream last week, and I couldn't remember. And then I found it and I sent links out. Yeah, it's interesting. Just 30-minute flight time. I'm like, wow. It has field replaceable batteries. We made such
I
a joke
heard
about that last
yeah.
night. Yeah. Field. Wow.
Yeah.
Replaceable batteries.
LTE.
I've never seen that before.
It has LTE, 4G LTE.
LTE. So does the Air 3S. If we could get the module through the FCC, the Air 3S would have, and the Mini 4 Pro.
Yeah.
And the Mavic 3 Pro. And quite a few DJI drones could have LTE.
Julian fries.
But it does have it, and it's in a mini drone, which is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. Because how far are you going to go with it? I mean, all this, for long distance and rock solid, and but you're still limited by your battery.
No, it's not long distance. It would be like in a city. Let's say you were using it
I
to
know, I
track
understand.
down criminals or whatever, and you're in New York. You're flying in between buildings and shit.
I understand.
That's where you could use it. Yeah. Or even in the subway or somewhere like that, because they have cell connections in the subway, right? In New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they do.
Sure.
So, Bill, I sent you a photo. Did you see it?
Yeah. Why did you?
Are you topless in it? Let me see.
Of a spinner.
Yeah, I bought 100 of those, and I'm having them sent directly to.
Oh, no kidding!
Captain-
Oh, I'll show it.
I sent those directly, or I'm having them sent directly to Captain Ray.
Mm.
Oh. Oh.
And that's the actual size.
Yeah, so if you're the first, well, I asked you to hold.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah,
Well,
that
that is
is.
huge then.
See, huh?
I
This
asked
is actual size. I'm joking. Sorry, because I'm looking at it on an 85-inch TV, so it's like this big to me.
yeah, bigger than your drone.
It kind of reminds me of my urologist's logo.
Does it?
He flies a drone.
Regular
over there.
IED with some kind of birth control device.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Like,
Very
Yeah,
cool.
they-
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, well, hopefully y'all get one.
How many did you send? 100?
100.
Holy crap!
Holy crap.
Well, I
Holy
figured this
crap.
way: if there's less than that many people there, you can just keep them for the next year, right? Because they'll never expire. It doesn't say fifth annual or anything. There wasn't enough room,
Right.
you know.
He's got 150
Yeah.
people on the list.
Do what, Mark?
There's 150 people on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Really?
think it's 151 because I think that's my number is 151.
Oh.
It's either
How do you-
150 or 151. I can't
How did
remember.
you get a number? What do you have to do to get a number?
51.
You probably got one. You just don't know about it yet.
Oh.
It's when you
When you go
reserve,
in-
when you say you're going.
On the
Yeah.
old Ray you go in, he gives you a number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
my plane is still not ready. The windows haven't come in, so
Oh,
fingers crossed.
fingers
Oh.
crossed. Yeah.
Well, if
And
you
I
weren't
gotta-
out buying fidget spinners, you could have bought a plane ticket.
Yeah.
I can still buy a plane ticket, but I have
Oh,
to be,
there you
I
go.
have to be here for my.
Oh.
You're right, Bill.
I gotta.
Yeah.
you can.
Bill, what is that supposed to be, Bill?
That's what a creative
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
logo
a
that
guy
is.
smiling with headphones on.
Mhm.
Yeah. What's the was it Rorschach test?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rorschach.
Rorschach. I just watched that movie the other day.
Yeah, Horseshack. He was on Welcome Back, Carter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. Now I was watching Watchmen. So
You know, that's
Yeah.
funny. They
Yeah.
were so that show was huge. They were all so huge, and then that show ended, and everybody except for Travolta and the teacher, what was his name?
Victor
Gabe
Plan.
Kaplan.
Gabe
Yeah,
Kaplan.
yeah.
Everybody
Dave
else
Kaplan.
disappeared
Thank
off
you.
the
It was
planet,
Kaplan. I couldn't think of the first.
Everybody disappeared off the planet, including Horseshack, who was probably one of the more popular.
One of them died almost right after the show. They committed suicide. The black guy, I believe.
Oh, that was
Oh,
Washington. Was his,
Alive.
Washington.
Is he?
Yeah.
It feels like
Yeah.
one of them committed suicide or something right after the show. Was it the guy that played? I don't know. It feels like one of them died not too long after the show.
Oh yeah. Ron Polillo, he passed away just recently.
who's
Well,
that?
Yeah,
I bet
couple
the
years
show
ago.
would be like the
George
70s.
Rorschach.
Yeah, it was Horseshack.
And Foreman died today.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
just talking about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used
now
to go
what
out with
we
them,
gonna
didn't you, Alexis?
I did. I used to take him out all the time and cook hamburgers.
Oh,
I got him
Lawrence
underneath my
Jacob.
cabinet. George Foreman grill.
Hey, for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what are we gonna do
Beaming
for
from
grills
heaven.
now?
Washington.
We didn't know you were on the ISS, Don.
It's time to shut things down, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
You're here.
Down.
Been one
Well,
day,
now
so-
it is.
Now that you're here,
the closer. The closer.
Closer.
Yeah, there you go.
I always join when I'm in the middle of closing the register here at the lodge. So
Oh,
Oh, yeah? You guys serve beer and little kids? I mean, what do you guys got going on there?
do what?
Yeah, what,
You are in
What
your
lodge is that?
you are in your kitchen, right?
No, he's at the
oh,
lodge.
he's at the lodge.
I'm at the lodge.
What lodge?
The Elk
Moose
Lodge.
Huh?
The Elks Lodge.
Oh, well, tell us what happened. What's your deal? What are you
Nambla.
doing?
The Nambla Lodge. Nambla.
Tell you what,
I mean, why are you there? What was going on today? What's
nothing. I close every Saturday night. I do end of week. Every week. I join your stream while I'm closing on, and Lon yells at me because the coolers make too much noise in my earbuds.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't your kitchen. I don't know where the hell you are.
It's
You
a
didn't never
pattern.
told me.
Nambla Lodge.
Oh. So what do you do there? You bartend?
No, no. This is a members get their own stuff back here usually, unless we have a big event with outsiders coming in, and then we might have a couple of people step back here and be bartenders.
Oh, we always
But
have
normally-
a bartender. Our guys can't get their own. That's very homey. I like that. But what do you do? What do you said you're closing what? What do you do while you're there?
The cash
Count
register.
the money.
I'm closing out the books for the week and counting the register for the day.
Uh-huh.
I'll restock any beer that needs it.
Mm.
I'll look around, see if there's any messes, and clean those up.
So they get their own and they pay for it too.
He's a janitor.
Yeah, it's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I used to go to a strip club like that. You had to bring your own because it was a dry county.
Right.
So you had to bring your own, and then they would charge you mixers. They would charge you.
They're pouring their own drinks and turn around and paying for it. Which is unusual.
Hey, we usually come out pretty close on our registers, our numbers. There is a camera right above the register too to keep people honest.
You got a restaurant open in there right now or no? You got food?
No, we don't do food. This is a small lodge.
I was going to say ours is probably a lot bigger than yours.
Giggity.
Now, Don, I don't know if it's true, but my uncle told me that the Elks Lodge initials BPOE stood for Best People on Earth. Is that what?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Now, Don, you check the change for any silver coins, like dimes or quarters?
Or pennies?
Pennies were never silver, unless you go back 200 years.
I have not come across any. All of our stuff is quarters. We don't do any change below that unless somebody wants it. All our items are set to ring up right at a quarter. So,
well, if you get a quarter, any 64 and older is 90% silver.
Yeah, I can. I used to work at the pizza place, and I could hear people counting change from across the pizza place, and I could hear when they were counting change. I could hear if something silver hit when they're counting, and I would go over because it rings different. Yeah. I'd hear that. I'd be like, hold on. And I'd buy. I bought a lot of silver back in the day.
Yep. 65 to 67 is 40% silver. Yep.
Hey, Josh, in the 40s, there was a penny that was steel, isn't it? Wasn't it steel?
Yeah,
because of the
42, 43.
Because of the war.
43.
Because of the war.
It's a 43.
They had steel pennies. Yep,
yeah, I've got
steel.
a full set of pennies in there, wheatbacks, which ended in 59, I think. The wheatbacks, but in 43 they're steel. I've got. Don't even know where I got it, but I got the whole list of all the different pennies.
Now, my brother was working at Pizza Hut one time, and somebody came in and paid for their pizza with Morgan silver dollars.
Oh shit! Wow, nice. Those are like.
You want to know how fast he bought those out of the register?
They never made it to the register, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Wow. Morgan silver, dollar for dollar. That's what he got for his Morgan silver dollars.
Yeah, he bought them.
Someone came in and paid for their pizza with Morgan silver dollars as dollars.
As dollars.
And someone's grandpa woke up the next morning and found that he was missing 14 Morgan silver dollars from his coin collection. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't it. But yeah, that's what my uncle always said. Best people on earth.
Yeah.
I think he might have been being sarcastic too.
Lloyd, we know that's not true because I'm a member.
Well, and that's why I was questioning that, because I knew you were a member, and I thought my uncle might have lied to me.
They grade on a curve.
Yep.
Best people on earth and on.
So it's BPOEAD. It's like they modified the LGBTQ thing,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
AA plus, right? So
well, that's the thing. The lodges started using those initials long before the LGBTQ ABCDEFG group.
What do you got, Alexis? Is that my lightsaber? No.
He's got some proof coins.
The stakes earlier were New York strips.
So who knows what these are?
New York strips.
Oh, those are
silver certificates.
Silver certificates.
Silver certificates.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, my grandparents had those.
I got a couple of those.
Yep.
I've got a stack of them.
I've got a $5 one down in the safe at the house.
Then what about this? While you got me on the big screen.
My grandparents had a crap ton of them. When my grandpa died, they found like $300 or $400 worth.
There you go.
Hexagon.
What year?
Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
We can't see what
This is the.
You can't read that.
Okay,
That's the proof.
these are the proof sets from 1958, the year I was born.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And when you ordered them from the U.S. Mint, it says your U.S. proof coins have been carefully inspected before release. If there should appear what may seem to you as a defect or a scratch on the coin, it is no doubt a crease in the polyethylene coated cellophane in which they are encased.
Oh.
We tell you this to save us both not necessary correspondence. Thank you, Ray, R-A-E-V. I guess I don't know how you Beister, B-I-E-S-T-E-R, superintendent. But yeah, and it's even got the envelope that it was mailed in behind the coins.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Cool Cat's asking what a silver certificate is, Alexis.
A silver certificate was a type of paper currency issued by the U.S. government from 1878 to 1964, representing a claim to a specific amount of silver that could be redeemed for silver coins or bullion.
Yep.
Purpose. Silver certificates were created as a way to back paper money with silver, offering a way to hold silver without physically storing it.
Back when we still had actual real backing to our dollar.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Now that Fort Knox is empty, I don't know how they're paying for it.
Right.
All
waiting for
the
that
gold.
Today, silver certificates are valued by collectors, and their market value often exceeds their face value.
220.
I was at I bought a $3 box at a yard sale because there was something in it I wanted. So I take it and I start digging through it, and in the bottom of it, there was a $1 silver certificate there, which was already worth more than the $3 I paid for the whole box of stuff.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So came out good on that deal.
Yep.
I ain't done nothing with it. So my kids, when I die, the boys will probably sell it.
By the way, redemption for silver ceased on June 28th, 1968.
Yeah, just don't die.
68.
So they're worthless now, other than to collectors, basically.
Well, no, they're legal tender.
No, they're still.
No, it says right here, all those silver certificates remain legal tender at their face value.
You can no longer redeem them for the silver.
Right. But they're generally worth more. They're generally worth more than their face value. Depends on their condition.
What is it?
They're collectible.
8.
So, Phil, could you make me big? I could show you my misaligned.
No, your parents couldn't do it. How am I supposed to do it?
They were way past making you big.
Okay.
Wow, that's
you can see
$1.
the error on this bill.
You did this trick already.
You did that last night.
I
can't remember.
These guys. Alexis doesn't know, and Mark and Philip does. These are what's called misaligned cut bills.
Oh, because it's wider.
The bottom border is smaller than the top.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've got 4, and they're sequential.
So they're worth $1 million?
Probably $40 for the 4.
Probably they're really probably only worth $4, but you know.
Have you ever considered just trimming them so they're equal?
They're at least worth $4.
Yeah, that's like putting your initials on.
Like your partners, you know, you could that'd work.
Yeah, there you go.
There's your silver
That's
coin.
pretty cool. Is that the flip coin from that year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Crimson
cool.
Tide.
That's silver.
Yeah. But that's a replica, I assume. That's not the actual coin that was flipped.
No.
Okay.
If it was, I wouldn't have it out here in the garage.
You hear that, everybody? He's got silver coins in the garage.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
No, I do not have them in the garage. They're buried in the backyard in mason jars.
Yeah, I was doing that, but have you seen the cost of the damn mason jars now? It's just
Tell
getting
me about it,
it's getting
Lloyd.
ridiculous. I
I
know.
know. I know. Now, Lloyd, you know the trick. You got to put wax on the lid of the mason jars. That keeps them from rust.
Keeps it from corroding. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Focus.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, hold on. What do you got? Why are you showing this?
Status. Washington.
Right,
Oh,
see-
you can see now.
Yeah. He's sad. Hey George, you want a blowjob?
And he's backwards too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
You put a little crease in it like that, and then when you tilt it, and it'll make him smile.
You're tricky.
yeah.
You are.
Y'all
He's Trixie Hobbit. He's a Trixie Hobbit.
tricksters with your money.
My charming.
I'm
little
actually reading right now. I'm in the middle of reading The Two Towers.
Oh.
Oh,
I haven't read that series in a while.
Here you go.
They made a movie, Don, just so you know.
I know there's not as good as the books.
Don,
I'm only kidding,
Yeah.
man.
look. Here's Pokey. Pokey, you want a blowjob? Sad. Happy.
But that's different. You're turning it actually over.
Yeah, I
With Bill,
know.
you do,
Of
with
course.
It's easier to give him
with
the
George
blowjob,
Washington,
though.
you just tilt
Don't
him,
you have to
and
turn them over?
Oh, I know. I was just.
You do a standing 69 though, the way she had him the
mine was an actual optical illusion. Yours is just stupid.
Oh, wow! You went there.
I would call the police. That was man, dude, that's domestic violence.
Well, if he'd have said it to me, it would have been elder abuse.
Yeah, that's believe all women too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
elder.
yeah.
I am an elder.
I would call, man.
Hang on.
That's domestic violence right there.
Some guy by the name of Mudball Don.
I'm so sorry, Alexis.
Pen
I love you.
Don, do you realize she's probably taller than you?
I got Pam Bondi on the line.
Yeah, I was going to say you would be sorry if she was in that Elks Lodge right now.
Yeah. 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 How tall are you, Don?
Man.
She would have to forgive me because I am cute.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I am defenseless and cute.
Yeah, speaking of stupid, yeah, keep saying that.
Yeah, keep thinking that. It's cool. That's what I tell myself too. Stick to it, Don.
How many of y'all have seen this? Look at this point.
Oh my God, what is it?
Oh my God! Let's see.
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then on the backside, it shows his backside.
But where was the kaboom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
And then there's all kinds of funny little things. These are bought from the Warner Brother. It says the Republic of Mars, good until the 24th and 24th and 1/2 century. Then on the backside, it says Warner Brothers Studios Store, New York City. And then it says, in Gluteus Maximus we trust.
Ah,
Yeah, booty we trust.
Yeah.
Good old Gluteus Maximus.
Yeah.
That was a Roman. That was one Roman centurion that was a bit of a butthead.
I got a ton of collectible coins in my safe, but my safe won't open anymore. So I guess,
I got a drill. I'll be there in a couple hours.
Okay.
If I get a percentage.
I find the lightsaber will just.
I got.
Yeah, there you go.
I got a 20-pound sledge.
Thanks,
You're
Bob.
going to the meetup, right?
Phil or me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can accidentally that lightsaber. Me and Billy would play with that thing all weekend. Apparently, Bill has something he wants to show everyone. It's a little
A
box.
treasure chest.
It's not that little, but it's
Okay.
pretty.
Looks very heavy.
Yeah, it is.
I like that key.
Yeah, this is a Harry Potter thing.
As I say, he waved it like a wand. It's magic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, there you go.
Hey, Bill, what room is that in?
These are all dollars.
Yeah.
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 That was more
So,
exciting than Billy
this
Hawkins.
is at least 20 pounds of dollars here, I would say.
Wow.
And then
Well, there you go.
But this filled up. So then there's another container next to it, one of those Folgers plastic containers that they sell their coffee in, and that's about half full.
Are those silver or are those just dollars?
They're dollars.
Huh.
They're dollars. They're the regular.
Susan B's
You
and
got, yes,
They're
right.
dollar coins.
Right, Susan B. and
Sacagawea.
I mean, there's unbelievable different.
President.
There's so many different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy,
Lots of dead
and he would
presidents.
come in and he would spend them and give them to us. He passed away.
Right.
Ron Winder, nice guy.
No more dollars. Sorry.
This guy here, I see a second. I mean, there's a lot, but anyway, yeah, he passed. He recently passed. He was a nice guy, but he used to just give us a couple every day, and then he would go and eat his lunch, and he'd use these things to pay for it. So I just buy him out of the drawer and whatever.
Yeah.
But I ended up with
A lot.
hundreds. I guess.
You probably have.
I gotta count.
You probably have that one in there, right, Bill?
What's that?
The
Probably.
Galileo dollars.
Pretty sure I have
That's what it
one.
looks like from here.
James Garfield.
What's Don got up to the screen there?
James Garfield.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Garfield.
definitely got him. Yeah.
Yep, probably.
Was that your butt?
It kind of looks like it.
It's
I
his-
came back from Germany with a crap ton of Susan B's and $2 bills because we had it was thick. I once got like $200 and nothing but $2 bills one time. It was crazy. We had a crap ton of $2 bills and Susan B's. I don't know why we had them all in Germany, but we had just a shit ton of them.
I'm gonna put this thing back. I dropped one. I can't find it now.
Yeah, I went
Oh,
to
there's $1.
I went to one of the stores. I can't remember what it was. I pulled out a $2 bill because it's like $3.25. So I had a $2 bill I'd gotten from somewhere. So put the $2 bill down to the $1, and they saw it and they picked it up and started looking at it. I said, "What's the matter?" I said, "I don't think this is real. They don't make these." What? I said, "Yeah, they do." And I've never seen one. I said, "That doesn't mean it." I've never seen $1,000 bill, but I think they still make them. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and but yeah, it's like, and it took forever. He called his manager. The manager said, "Yes, they do make $2 bills."
Yeah.
One guy got the cops called on him, and because they thought he was counterfeiting, and the manager did too.
What a
And,
weird thing to counterfeit, a $2 bill.
Yeah, it's like, who the hell would
Yeah,
counterfeit? That was my argument with this guy. Why would I counterfeit a $2 bill? Now, if that had by taking circled or put a zero next to the two, yeah, you could bust me on that. But no, this is $2 bill, and
It's smarter to counterfeit smaller bills now because most businesses check 50s and 100s.
Yeah.
right.
You know.
Oh, 20s even.
So, yeah, sometimes
Some will do 20s. We see too many 20s to do that. You know, I'll have a few $1,000s in 20s by the end of the day. So I haven't had a 20 come back. We had 100 come back. You know.
Bob, they're talking
But
about.
we also had a $10 bill come back as bad.
do
Oh,
on the hundreds, Bill. Do you have to call? Do you call anybody on them? I mean, we have to call.
Bank takes care of that. I
Yeah,
just bring it to the bank, let them worry about it.
yeah. And
They make me sign a little piece of paper, a little sheet that I turned it in.
Yeah, we have
And
to
then you
turn
didn't
ours
print it
in.
yourself.
Right.
Well, it's like I go each month. I get paid. I pull all my money out of the bank after I leave the money in for bills, but just my spending money, I pull it all out, and I usually get it in hundreds. And this gal was, and she was bank telling she was doing her thing, you know, counting real fast. And I picked them up and I said, you know how you can tell these are real? She says, no, how? She said, well, yeah, we've been taught. I said, no, people like me can tell they're, well, how's that? I said, well, if you turn them over, it says in fine print down there, made in China. And she picks the bill up and starts looking at it.
Why would she
Now,
think
this is a bank
sweet
teller.
old man would lie to her like that?
Yeah, well, and the manager heard the whole conversation. Of course, she was back there snickering. Then she came out and everybody started laughing, and she realized, oh my God, that was a joke. I said, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there's a $2 bill.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, got
The
another one right
manager
here.
said she's going to have to go through some more training, I think, because
Uh-huh.
You should get your $2 bills together.
Just keep
Maybe
it in the
they'll make
wallet.
babies.
I've got some original $2 bills, the first ones that were ever made.
the first batch, yeah.
I think I got a stack of $100. And then is Jim Beauchard in the audience?
He was.
No,
I
He
don't know.
was. I don't think he is anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, just in case he is. Well, you guys seen this one, right? You've seen this, right?
Oh, $100 bill. Yeah.
Yeah, $100.
A fakey $100 bill? Or is it real?
This one is fake.
Oh,
Yeah, look at what it
Because look
says.
at his face.
Look what it says right here.
we can't see
It's
it.
motion picture money. It's motion
Here.
picture money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They use in the movies.
Oh, okay.
But I got that from a restaurant. They said, "Hey, they know me," and so I said, well, "How much you want for it?" And they said, "Oh no, you can have it." And I said, "No, got to pay for it." So I gave him $10. But in case Jim Beauchard is in the audience, you know that day he was flipping money at me.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Accurate, Ryan.
So what does that mean when you're flipping fake?
How
money
many
at
of them do
somebody?
you have? How many of those do you have? Holy crap.
No, these are real.
Are you sure?
Now, that fake money, is that what you make it rain when the girl has fake tits?
Yeah.
Or is it,
I don't go to
or you throw out real money for the fake boobs, but you go ahead and throw out the fake money for real boobs?
I don't go.
Yeah.
I need to make some.
If I want
I
to
need
see
to make a
boobs,
trip.
honey, I got them right here.
Say
Yeah.
those are not real.
Dominic is piping in. Dominic's piping in like he knows all the etiquette.
These are
Yeah,
real.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't know they added the inkwell. I haven't done anything with cash in a long time. The new Benjis have an inkwell on them. That's why I thought it was fake.
No, these are real.
Yeah, it's
Are
got an
they-
inkwell. That's new.
Yeah.
Are they sequential, Alexis?
There it is.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Some
mind.
of them,
Why would they?
not
be?
all of them.
You might have something that's worth something.
Yeah, she's got bills that are worth $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right
Well,
I'd
What
say
is that,
what
about
you
$5
just
grand?
showed us there was
No.
worth quite
Yeah.
a bit. Yeah.
now. No,
It's,
isn't the dollar worth less than that?
Yeah, well, that's true.
That's paying for the airplane.
I figured that. What is that, about $5 grand?
Yeah.
And they only take
That's what I thought.
cash.
No,
Wow.
no, they don't just take cash
Well, then why are you bringing cash?
because I'll put it in the bank and then pay them with a card.
Oh.
I just
Where'd the money come from? You didn't get it out of the bank?
oh
Or
no,
was it
I
laying
got
around your house?
it from my Canon printer.
Oh.
No, these are real. Every time I spend $100 bill, though, you know, like, and I go, not bad for a Canon printer, and the girl will take a double take, and then, oh, did anybody got the pen?
Yep.
Yeah.
It came out
I
of the
said I gotta
dryer.
stop saying that because one of these days there's gonna be some Fed behind me and give me a pair
Or
of
it
braces.
will be fake, not your fault. It will be
Yeah,
fake.
not your fault. It's just
Yeah,
that
not your
fake.
fault.
Yeah, then you are in
happen to have
trouble.
a fake 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be trying to pass that other one. No, these are real.
Yeah,
Cool.
just came out of the dryer. Been laundering.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I need to make a trip. Let's see. I'm gonna go by Phil's and pick up that flip coin, and then I'm gonna go by Bill's house and get all those dollars, the silver dollars. he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna skate over
Hey.
to Alexa's and get the five bands she's got just laying around the house.
Lon, it's first come, first serve at Bill's house. I've already got dibs on those dollars. I'll be there before you, so.
That's
Wait a
my
minute,
project.
Lon.
I have to do some days, count all those dollars and see what I got.
I might leave tonight, Lloyd. I'm saying.
You'd have to go. You'd have to go dig up.
Well, if you show up there, just remember you sleep on the floor because I called dibs on the couch.
Oh, I don't want the couch, man. I'm gonna take them dollars, yo.
Yeah.
I'll help you, and then we can both stay at a hotel.
Yeah, I'm saying we'll bury Bill out the back, and
No, you gotta dig it up before you bury me.
yeah. Well, Philly's got money in his backyard. We're gonna get one of those Delios, those metal detectors.
Metal detector, yeah.
Telling you, man, we're gonna
Go down to the beach. Maybe find a gold ring that somebody lost.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I thought that was going to be a fun hobby for me. I have a metal detector. It's in the shed.
this does.
And I
fly.
messed around with it for like 1 or 2 days, and now it's been sitting back there for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. I got snowboard like that.
No. Well, I got a lot of stuff like that, but I got a boat like that. The last time I was in it was that Captain Ray video. How many years ago was that?
I got a flip coin like that.
But not you bringing it
Lazy bastards.
up. I might pull
Who
it
would
out.
empty a case and just leave it in the cooler?
And they open it upside down too. It looks
Yeah.
like.
I guess
Wow, they're the
people
worst.
have to serve themselves.
I'm gonna have to change the meaning of those letters.
I was hoping you
Yeah.
counted as a full case.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you take the last one out, just pull the cardboard and move the next one forward.
Yeah, go tell them.
Yeah,
No.
tell him, Don.
You know, if I
Yeah.
wanted to hear that, I'd go bother my wife.
Yeah, I know, right? If I wanted to get nagged, I wouldn't have left the house.
Leave us.
Yeah, that's rough on my
Word.
No.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
Elks Lounge, not the Doe's Lounge, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me. I owe my dues.
Dues.
It's 110.
Yeah, I need to pay mine too.
I've never belonged to a lodge.
You know, the only times I've been in it in the last 3 years was to go bring the check down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The gym.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what I mean. The gym membership. In there long enough to pay the due, and that's about it.
Is Maddie going to be at the meetup?
That's the rumor. That's the rumor I heard that Maddie was going to be there. I think what's his nuts? I think oh wait a minute. You know who I'm talking about. And
What, TJ?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Hot Rod.
I think it glitched.
Hot Rod's dragging him. I think Hot Rod's dragging him there.
Oh, okay, Hot Rod.
Maddie lives.
He's dragging
local,
who? Tom?
So Hot Rod's going to go all the way from Daytona, all the way down.
No,
to Fort
I don't know if
Lauderdale?
he's sponsoring him or something. I'm not sure. The Hot Rod was saying something about Maddie was going to be there, and I don't know. You know, I don't want to get into their business.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. I'm not sure.
Might come in with giggles.
Thanks, Bob.
Maybe he's staying with them or something. Who knows? I don't know. It feels like they have some kind of collaboration going on for the South Florida meetup. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Right.
let me just go sideways. There we
Is
go.
Don mooning us again? What's going on here with this? Doesn't it look?
Rod's
Oh.
building
It
some.
looks like somebody's belly button or asshole, one of the two.
Yeah,
No, it's a ceiling fan. It's a ceiling fan, yo.
Yeah, and
Yeah, 'cause I just
wrong. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Echo.
Not
Man,
me.
man.
Not me.
Man.
You didn't see me do it.
no.
Me.
Not
Philip,
Yeah.
chat.
Hey, coming up on the plate. Sandy Koufax.
Yep. Boy,
7 years ago.
Here we go.
Here we
How
go.
did this start?
I don't know.
Hey,
Aren't you
Hold
doing
on.
it, Bill? Echo.
No.
No.
Uh-huh. Really?
Dog.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me either.
Mark.
No, it's not me.
Hey, it's not me. I muted myself.
Echo.
But old lady.
Alexis bumped something on the table.
Hello.
Oh,
Did you just mute Alexis?
He's probably
Gone
phone.
Yep.
Yeah, hello.
now.
Oh, damn.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it still going on?
No.
No. All right.
Yeah.
Was it Alexis?
Hello.
Is it Alexis?
He muted himself. We can't hear him. So
was it me?
Is there anybody in there? No, I can. It's still doing it.
Yeah, I just heard it too.
Is there
But it sounds like a speaker
anyone
now.
home?
really good.
Hello.
That's
Relax.
Headphones down.
Relax.
Is it me and my headphones?
Need some
It's
information.
your headphones.
I could be.
Just the basic facts.
Basic facts.
Tell me
Show
where
me
it
where.
hurts.
I'll turn
Is it
off
tell
my
me or
headphones.
show me?
Is
I
it
can't
me?
remember.
I don't know
Show
what's
me
going
where
on.
it hurts.
Tell me or show me?
Show me.
Show me?
Show me.
Is it show me? I can't
Show
remember.
Can you show me?
I think it's show
where
me.
it hurts?
I think it stopped.
Yeah, I thought it was show me.
Yeah.
Relax.
It appears to have stopped, I believe.
I've seen that
What
movie
was
like
going-
14 times, I bet you, in a row. We went and saw that movie every weekend.
Just every
What
time
was
you
happening?
go
Was it an echo?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Was it an echo?
Ooh, I need a dirty
Yeah.
woman.
I don't know. Was it my headphones or?
I don't know.
think it
We're
was.
not hearing it now, so I don't know what's.
I
It's
turned my
on.
head. I put my headphones away.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
But you
good.
were using them the whole time, so how did this happen?
Yeah, and I don't
I don't
see
know.
how headphones
Because
could
these
cause
headphones are
that.
stupid. They will halfway through try and connect to my phone and then disconnect here. I lost all audio from you guys for a minute.
Maybe they need to be powered down and back up. Maybe they're working now.
So anyway,
Works for my Roku device.
Yeah.
how about them drones? Okay.
How about them drones?
We're working through technical issues here. This is
Oh,
Oh, not again. Come on.
that's
Hey, Alexis, your Avada's flying, correct? Am I correct in that statement that your Avada's flying now?
Yes.
Oh, it's back.
it is back.
The echo's back. What? Why? They've been working fine.
Well, it's not loud or anything. It's just this little. It's an echo, but it's not discernible. It's actually quiet in the background. It sounds like grumbling, kind of. Right? Am I wrong? That's about right.
Yeah, Mark.
It wasn't. It's not upsetting the show. Now, when it first started, it was loud. It was an absolute
Well,
echo, and then it diminished down to just this little rumble in the background.
I put them
Yeah.
away, and now I'm just on the actual onboard microphone on the iPad.
Oh, there you go. Another iOS device. Every damn time.
Nope, it's these Sony headphones.
iOS.
It's these Sony
Yeah.
headphones.
They don't play well with the iOS, is what I think. I think you need to buy iOS headphones to use with your iOS device.
Well,
I'm
no,
just saying.
my Skull
That's what
Candies
it
work
seems
great.
like.
My Skull Candies work great. These Sony headphones my son got me are too damn smart, and they can connect to two different devices at once. They'll try and connect to my phone while I'm watching the iPad. It's like stop, just they are.
Which Sonys are those?
WMX 1000 B12s or whatever the fuck they're called now.
Can you read that? Can you read that?
No.
Not quite.
It just says
Yeah, definitely.
Sony.
No, it says Eating
I can
Yeah,
wait. I
they're
can
the
tell you.
WMX.
These
Yeah,
are.
something or other.
Let me see if
The
I
Wow.
can
1,000 somethings.
look and
Use
see.
your phone to take a picture of the label and then stretch it out. I do that all the time.
WF 1000XM5.
Yeah.
One 1000 XM5.
Yeah. So they're the newer ones from like last year, probably.
Yeah, and it might
Did you
have
turn them on again?
No,
It just came back.
it's
Nope.
back.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
No.
It's not back?
Just
No.
nope.
I've just
Yada,
between
yada.
Ears.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the echo in between your ears there, Lon.
Yeah.
I only have one earbud in. Ha 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 ha. It is to laugh. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I thought they were
Good
expensive.
one, Peepaw. Good one, Peepaw.
Those are $250 headset.
Yeah, my son bought me these expensive damn Sonys, and I use them all the time because he bought these things.
They're like $400, right?
I
250. Yeah, no, they're down to
like,
250. They used to be because
I buy the
they-
$20 skull candies. I'm happy.
yeah, but those things are considered one of the better
Yeah, these are
to ever be made. Like
these are noise
that's like
canceling.
they compare the other ones to it.
Yeah.
Like whenever you see a review of a headset, a Sennheiser or whatever, they'll always refer back to the Sony because it was like the it's old now. It's been out a while, you know. But
yeah, I
well,
mean,
you know,
I
totally badass.
appreciate my son for getting these for me, and most of the time they work. But for some reason, when I'm trying to join these streams, it starts causing issues, I guess.
I wonder if they have the
Bluetooth
same
on your
issue on
phone.
a non-Apple device, you know, like an Android or a PC.
Well,
Just
turn
saying.
just turn the Bluetooth off on your phone.
That's what I just said. Good one, Mark, though. Birds, brilliant minds think alike.
I didn't hear what either of you said. What did you say?
Turn Bluetooth off on the phone. Then you have to worry about it linking to the
Okay,
phone.
Right.
Bluetooth is off on the phone. Let's see if this helped.
Well, that's what I do when I put my Bluetooth speaker on my that little laptop thing I have out there. Is I turn off the Bluetooth on my phone.
Okay. Is the echo back?
Well,
No.
you never did echo, but you sound great. Yeah, it's back.
Oh, echo's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this little scratchy kind of.
Wait a minute. Go into the settings and don't use the headset for the mic. Or do you want to use the headset for the mic?
Use the phone as the mic.
Yeah, maybe that'll
How
help.
about now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's still there.
No, still there.
I think what it's doing is it's playing so loud, and because the mic is so close to the earbuds, the sound is coming through and just vibrating back into the mic.
Well, you got to look at it this way: the sound is going into this echo chamber.
Yeah.
It is to laugh.
Bouncing around and being picked up by the mic.
Yeah, can you turn the volume down on your earphones?
Yeah.
Or turn the activity on your mic.
Did you have them loud, Don? Oh, come
Take
on.
6 steps back. 6 steps back, and then.
There's still something going on. Oh, that's that cooler, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Just tell me I'm no longer welcome on the stream. That's all you got to do.
Oh, you're welcome.
No.
When you're
we're
at
trying to
home.
help you figure out how to fix it.
When you're at home, how about that?
The horrendous things he says about us, and this is the position he takes.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Yeah.
horrendous thing do I say about you?
You called Alexa stupid.
No, I said her idea was.
Moments ago.
I didn't say Alexis was stupid. I said her trick was stupid.
Uh-huh. She's on her computer right now setting up appointments to see her shrink over that. Right now. Emotionally scarred. Between
either that or she's
between that and her
maybe
lawyer.
plotting.
Alexis.
Yeah. That's why she got all that cash. She's gonna hire a hitman.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm available
Take you
just
out.
for the record. I'm available for the record. You know, 5K
Bury
will
you
just
up in
about
them
cover it,
Ozark
I'd
Hills.
say. 5K plus travel will just about cover it.
Well, I'm
Okay,
glad.
starting
You know,
right now,
I
I'm
always
gonna
wanted
start
those
showing-
headphones, those earbuds, but thank you, Don, because now I don't think I want them anymore.
Dr. Beats or the Beats headsets.
Yeah.
The
That's what I
Beats.
got on.
Yeah.
That's what I
When
got
I'm
on.
listening to stuff, it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
pretty
it's
decent.
not working well with.
I don't
big
use them, but they're
speakers,
pretty decent.
obviously. We're being Mike.
TMI?
I said they work great as listening stuff, but they just don't work very well as a mic.
Oh.
Did y'all see what Josh just said?
No.
You got badass noise canceling
He is
too.
the
These
hitman.
things.
Yeah.
Next level.
Josh
Bot
said,
said she is the hitman.
Yeah, that's where she's getting all this money.
She is the hitman.
I mean, this is just scratches. This is the ones that are just sitting next to me right now. Yeah, it's earbuds central. Every time I almost bought another set just because they're so damn cheap when you buy a phone. I get a big discount from Samsung, so the office manager asked me to order a phone for her because I get like $300 off, and I almost bought another set of earbuds because they're going to let me have these $400 earbuds for like $62.
how many ears do you have?
How many ears? Yeah, you'll find out, baby.
It's like the more
I've always just bought the skull candies because they're cheap and I know I'm going to lose them. And these things make me paranoid because they're so expensive.
They're like sunglasses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I don't pay very much money for sunglasses.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the same way because I keep on losing them.
I'm
Yeah.
the idiot that puts them in my back pocket and sets down.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show you what happens when you put your phone you just got a month and a half ago in your pocket with a set of keys.
Oh, that's not a good idea, buddy.
Yeah, it's not. There you go.
I know a guy that did that when he got
Wow.
the first iPhone. He got the first iPhone, and he put it in his back pocket and sat in the truck. He goes, "Can we go pick up my new iPhone?" I go, "Sure." We get there, he gets his phone. He's all geek, throws it in his back pocket and sits in the truck. Crack. You heard it crack. That's before they had warranties on them. So
Yeah.
you went back in the store and they told me to go buy another one.
You know, the AirPods Pro with a MagSafe, same price, $249. They work good with that thing of yours.
Yeah.
You
I don't
can buy
like the
those,
AirPods.
Bill, and they
They're
can
hard.
trade them.
They hurt my ears. They're hard.
Right.
I like the squishy earbuds.
That's what she said.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill,
I never
you should
liked
get
that
the One
style
Plus
myself. I
ones.
tried them out, and they always felt like they were going to fall out. You know, I wasn't crazy about them.
Yeah, the douche pods.
I like these because they got the over the ear part. You know?
Right.
Yeah. They look like they fit you too because they look like old man hearing aids, so it's perfect.
Yeah. I got some of those old man. I have some of those, Lon. I just don't wear them. But see,
So
yeah.
uncalled for. Just
Yeah, see, here's a new Samsung
I-
ones. They're douche pods kind of too. And then they also have the ear tips. So it's kind of a quote unquote best of both worlds kind of scenario.
Yeah, unless you stick it in your ear the wrong way. That would hurt. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have this whole side lights up.
Ooh.
I know, right?
How do you see it?
You don't.
I'm just. I mean, who's that for?
Other people.
I guess.
Like lots of shit, quite frankly, though, right?
No,
Like lots of shit, yeah.
I don't buy stuff for other people.
Oh, look
Right,
at the
for
little
me.
chickie.
Is that a guinea?
That's a wop.
No, what kind of bird is that?
This is a chicken.
Is that a chicken?
Yeah, it's a baby.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Uncle Bill's petting zoo.
Yeah, they're in that zone where they're not that cute anymore. You know what I mean?
You're right. That
We're like
age,
when they're
I was
really
like, is that
little,
a
they're
guinea?
cute.
The noise it's
They
making, I
gotta-
was like, is that a guinea?
Uh-huh.
The dog's like, it's dinner time.
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
look,
different.
doesn't look a
No,
bit Italian
you
to
know,
me.
Jenny will help me gather, like when the chicks or the chickens get out of the hen house or the ducks, and I'll tell her, to gather them up and get them back in. She's like a sheepdog, but with chickens and ducks. Yeah, this is Faith. I think she was on the show last week or week before.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
And then I've got another egg in the incubator right over there that's supposed to hatch in 4 days. And there's another little tiny egg that I was hoping that would hatch, but it was due yesterday, so I don't think it's fertilized. And that egg is only like about that long. It was a tiny little egg.
Tiny little pooper.
Yeah, I don't even think that one's fertilized because usually every egg to this point, and I've hatched 6 in the incubator. Every one has been 21 days on the money.
Oh.
Wow.
But this is Faith. I used to let her peck at my tongue. I'd stick my tongue out, but then, God, she got such a good grip. She made my tongue bleed, so I stopped doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Little tail feathers.
I wouldn't let that thing put its pecker in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nah. Well, you're not Alexis, so. Hey, does anybody else still have one of these?
What is it?
Phone disinfector, sanitizer.
Oh, no.
No.
Come on, baby.
No. Huh.
I just happened to trip over it. Huh?
I used to work at a heavy petting zoo.
A heavy petting zoo?
Doesn't look cooked enough.
Fat elephants.
Yeah.
Doesn't look cooked
Yeah,
enough.
that looks a little raw. Yeah, that chicken.
Yeah.
But
look at it this way, though.
That's a cute phase, though. It's missed the cute phase. When they're little, they're adorable, and then they kind of get this scraggly tween
at this
thing
stage,
going.
It's kind of between the fuzzy phase and the feather phase.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, at this stage, it's easier to
Right,
pull
Jim.
the feathers, too.
Good night, Jim.
Yeah.
Good night, Jim.
I think I'm going to call it, guys. It's been 3 hours and 12
that
minutes.
time.
3 hours and
Yeah.
Bill, before you
I've got
call it, I wanted to ask how you're feeling.
Well, my ass is really sore right now because I've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Giggity.
No, but I mean, you're progressing okay?
Yeah, everything's. I guess. Yeah, I've been back to work. There's definitely one big negative with what's right now is incontinence. So anyway, what a great way to end the show. Let's talk about my incontinence.
Yeah, there you go. Wake me up before you go.
And he comes in at the last minute with something funny.
Yeah, but anyway, but I'm all right. I'm fine, I guess.
Good.
And I guess that'll do it. Let's
wake you up.
Let's do it. What's the
It's been a Bill Wade presentation.
This has been a Bill Wade presentation.
All right.
Bye.
The show is over.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
There's still 16 people in here.
Y'all come back now. You hear? This has been a Bill Ways presentation.